The problem is this. The Christian church teaches black women to hate black people. And because of it, yes it does. And because of it, black men get disenfranchised and they leave the church. And then guess what kind of black man comes in the church? You know, homosexuals. Like, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. When you open up the Bible, every prophet, every priest were all men, and they were all heterosexual men. When you go to church, it's filled with homosexual men and black women. Something wrong. It ain't adding up. You might, if you be patient and be silent. You might, but if you disrespect me, I'm not. You are doing that. I know you don't think you are, but you are. You are completely disrespecting me. Yes, you are. You don't need to, but you've been taught that in church, which is the problem, lovely lady. The problem, lovely lady, is you've been taught in church to not have discipline. You see, that's the problem. It is. You see, you still talking. The Lord said, be silent. That's what God said. You know, yeah, to women. You're a woman, ain't you? Then be silent. Oh, I know. You see that? You don't want to obey God. When you go to church, you see the problem? That's the whole problem right there. And let me tell you something else. Now, let me tell you something you black women don't understand. You black women want to understand the problem. Shut your damn mouth and let black men do their thing. That's how you solve the problem. Or shut your damn mouth and let black men do it. Like, you always got your mouth open when fixing black people is men's business. Here's the problem. The problem is this. The Christian church teaches black women to hate black people. And because of it, yes it does. And because of it, black men get disenfranchised and they leave the church. And then guess what kind of black man comes in the church? You know, homosexuals. Like, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. When you open up the Bible, every prophet, every priest were all men, and they were all heterosexual men. When you go to church, it's filled with homosexual men and black women. Something wrong. It ain't adding up. You might, if you be patient and be silent. You might, but if you disrespect me, I'm not. You are doing that. I know you don't think you are, but you are. You are completely disrespecting me. Yes, you are. You don't need to, but you've been taught that in church, which is the problem, lovely lady. The problem, lovely lady, is you've been taught in church to not have discipline. You see, that's the problem. It is. You see, you still talking. The Lord said, be silent. That's what God said. You know, yeah, to women. You're a woman, ain't you? Then be silent. Oh, I know. You see that? You don't want to obey God. When you go to church, you see the problem? That's the whole problem right there. And let me tell you something else. Now, let me tell you something you black women don't understand. You black women want to understand the problem. Shut your damn mouth and let black men do their thing. That's how you solve the problem. Or shut your damn mouth and let black men do it. Like, you always got your mouth open when fixing black people is men's business. Here's the problem. The problem is this. The Christian church teaches black women to hate black people. And because of it, yes it does. And because of it, black men get disenfranchised and they leave the church. And then guess what kind of black man comes in the church? You know, homosexuals. Like, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question.
Yeah, don't have messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this need a Selena like my Nina puff a bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harbor Free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this low. Told that bitches either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the counter. When you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad. Got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb. Yeah, bitch, we whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitches either or. I told you niggas you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Damn.
How about my ancestors?
14 when you ain't never been a Jew. You ain't never been a Jew.
I'm Jewish.
First of all, you're not a Jew.
Yes, I am Jewish.
You a child. First of all, you a child of the Khazar Empire.
That's right.
You a child of the Khazar Empire, number one. You the same white man. You ain't no different from a white American. You're no different from a white American. You from the Khazar Empire. You ain't never been a Jew.
That's right.
The scripture said Israelites are not white. Israelites are not white.
You know nothing about Jacob.
Let me show you what Christ got. I got to deal with him right now.
Christ, that's what he died.
You made about 6 million crackers that another cracker killed. Let me see. Let me show you what Christ said about you. I'll give you a quick lesson. Adoni Khaled, Ras Khaled, you are not the Jew. You are a red dog. That's what you are. You are a child of the Khazar Empire. That's right. Your father know more of your history than you do. The scriptures say your fathers inherited lies. And they taught you lies. You walk around the earth thinking that you're Jewish. You know what Jewish means? Even the ISH on Jewish show you're not a Jew, dumb. If I got it, my garment is black. Jewish. Now if I get another garment that's blackish, it ain't black no more. It's blackish. It's kind of like being black, almost black, but not quite black. That's why your people even call yourself Jewish. You're a wannabe. That's right. That's right. That's right. You wish you were a Jew. To be a Jew, you got to be born a Jew. You got to be one of the children of Judah to be a Jew. But these dumb bastards, they adopt Jew as a religion. You can't join. Not a religion. They made up a religion and called it Judaism. That's no such thing.
Judaism. Learn how to speak, man.
Judaism. There's no such thing. It's a man-made religion that was created off of the race of black people, man. That's right. Black people are born Jew. What is it to be a Jew? What does it mean to be a Jew?
Oh, there's so much.
Where does the term go from? The term.
First of all, the beginning. Okay, I will tell you.
Where does it come from?
Listen, I want you to listen. You won't let me talk, sir. Let me talk. This is so one-sided.
The tribe of Judah. That's where the term Jew comes from. That's right. It's short for Judah.
Yeah, who died?
White Jewish people don't even know that.
Yes, you do.
You ask a white person what makes you Jewish, they're going to tell you because my daddy was Jewish, because my mommy was Jewish. Well, because I fought the Israeli war. We didn't hurt it all. But never do they prove. Never do they prove that they are born Jews. That's not a war. I'm going to show you about the born Jews. I'm going to show you about the real Jews. According to the district. That's right. They run the banks of America. That's right.
Can I talk?
They in league with America. They got armies and jets. They fight when they get hurt, man. They not mourning. But the real Jews are in mourning.
Can I talk?
You ain't in mourning. What the hell you want? 6 million who the Holocaust.
Are you saying the Holocaust is a joke?
It's a joke.
That's right. That's right.
Don't you dare. The Holocaust is a damn joke. The Holocaust is a joke. Hitler, yeah, cry, white boy. Heil Hitler. You ain't nothing. We've been through it. You ain't been through a damn thing. Black people have been through it. That's right. Hitler fucked your sticking behind because you said you were the black people. That's why he hurt you and others. He hurt you and those others because you wanted to be niggas. That's why. And he did to those others and he burnt your granddaddy. And he burnt your granddaddy.
That's right. All right.
That he burnt your nasty behind. You was robbing the Germans. You was taking all the Germans' money. The Germans was suffering. You was oppressing the Germans. You was oppressing them. And God let them burn you to hell up. To hell with the Harlem, 6 million people. How about 99 million black people? How about that? Can we be sad for 99 million black people? Can we be upset with 99 million black people? Who gives a damn about 6 million of them?
And you want to kill more people?
Oh, they burned us.
What's wrong with you?
Why did Hitler do that?
Why do you want more hate?
What you got? Judah mourning. The real Jews would be in mourning. They wouldn't be jokes like this Khazar baby. They wouldn't be jokes like this cat crying over some Holocaust. The real Holocaust is on these slave ships.
That's right.
The real Holocaust. A real Holocaust is 77 million North American Indians, man. God don't care about these. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jacob. So time war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never break the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Bust their head.
ODing on a beat, Narcan flow. Got my... We outside. We outside with it. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in the store, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mask and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. I got the world in the palm of my hand. One West sleeve stretch, do it live on the gram. Had a whole world viewing, click and subscribe. Had them niggas off the block, tell them shooters they want a job. I just put them on the payroll. When I get control them, I just mold them like they Play-Doh. Soldiers giving halos, trying to get up at them pesos. 40 cows send you out of space, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, leave you all boxed up, all cause my delivery. I be on that prime shit, take you time to get with me. Got me like Vladimir, treat you like the Ukraine. Invade your little city, now you boating like Usain. Scope costs more than the rifle, I got new aim. Fresh kick, spit with the blick, not my shoe game. Used to have a dirty 30 tied to a shoestring. Now I got that Ruger 5 and 7, that's my boot thing. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in the store, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mask and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in the store, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, cause we outside. Before the COVID had the mask and we was outside. The Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. We outside. I don't talk hardly, be there when you call me. Send them Philly clippers at your head like a baldy. Chopper get to run down your block like a Harley. No, this ain't a big hog, this the big dog.
In your city, swinging through the jungle like it's pitfall. In the water wading, marching to my cadence. Big burst of thunder in my hands like I'm reading. Shitty little combat sounds, but I ain't playing.
Look 'em in the eye before the war like a weigh-in. I'm up in the AM, politicking movements with that Draco from the vid because it's proven. Waiting on my brother how to bid, he ain't do shit. That's how life go. Win some, you lose. Seen a little nigga beat a big nigga out his shoes. Seen that nigga come back, pull up with a gun strap, rob everybody outside, told him run that. We outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in the store, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. Outside, yeah, we outside. Before the COVID had the mask and we was outside. My Glock loaded, extra mag and it's outside. There's one west for that bag and we outside. Outside, yeah, we outside. That temperature's getting hot, we take it outside. You run your mouth up in the store, we take it outside. I got my killers with me, you won't make it outside. We outside, and we outside. Outside, yeah, we outside. We outside, yeah, we outside. There's one west on them corners and
Don't miss out on the opportunity for a quality leather jacket. Yatazar Pale X Diverse City is introducing their Real Nigga University Letterman jacket. Don't be the only one without one. Order yours today. www.diversitymall.com. Oh yeah, and they take Afterpay. So get yours today.
But now check it out. You got the 1969 on that side. Look at that One West emblem on that side right there. Look at that. That's real ice dripping right there. That's real leather dripping. You got the back. And then, if anybody ever questioned us putting nigga on the jacket, you got Acts 13:1 engraved right here on the front.
He's the man that came up with the term African American. Right. We from now on we call African American. But now somebody run up on you and say we should leave this place, you turn to them and say where we gonna go. Right.
They have the American flag, the symbols of red, white, and blue, but it's black people.
Right.
So it's not they're not repping who they are. Right. They're repping the country that they serve.
these leaders that don't care about their community, you know what I'm saying, that always, you know what I'm saying, just focusing on winning gold medals and championships and different things of that nature, and have no thought to the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, it's gonna come back at home.
Enough for hearing that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood, even Emmett Till was somewhat similar. It's like once something happens to a white woman, that's the justification to kill all niggas.
At the same city, at the same time as the Klansmen, the Purple Boys had a mass march on the other in downtown, but blocks away, and did not cross paths with that.
Real Nigga University in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on? Captain Mawaqad, ISUPK, we on deck. Round table of truth. Give it up, y'all. You ain't got to wait on me to say give it up at will. You understand? We on the set for another episode. Y'all know how we do it, man. About to get it in. You know what I mean? Big up. But before I do that, you know what I'm saying, I want to give it up, you know what I'm saying, of course, to the Most High, you know what I'm saying, the God of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? For those who said we don't speak Hebrew, ancient Hebrew, you know, the Lord's name in the ancient Paleo, whatever you want to call it, is Yahweh. You understand? So big up to the God of the niggas, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You understand? We've been robbed of our God, you know what I mean? But thanks to Commander Johnny Hanna and the UPK, you know what I'm saying, we have now been back reconciled to the Most High through the knowledge. Of course, Christ, you know what I'm saying, is the one that gave his life to bring us back to the Most High. You understand? And with that being said, we want to give it up to our King in the ancient Hebrew again, which they said we don't speak. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You understand? Whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? He is the King of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? And of course, in the ISUPK, we teach that Jesus Christ was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not that he was Middle Eastern, not that he was an African, none of that. Yeah, Jesus Christ was on the earth right now. He'd be in the ghettos, you know what I'm saying, of America, you know what I'm saying, in the hood with us. That's right. You understand? That's our brother. We got a direct bloodline to the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. We got the proof, we got the records, you know what I'm saying, and we standing on that, you know what I'm saying, with about 1 million pounds of pressure, you know what I'm saying, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, also, we want to give it up to the man with the plan. Y'all know who it is, none other than Commanding General Yohana. You understand? And held down this truth, you know what I mean, since the 80s. Commander General Yohana been putting in work, building camps, you know what I'm saying, when a lot of cats left the truth, you understand, General Yohana was still here. So this is the original ISUPK, you know what I'm saying. Commander General Yohana was the highest ranking general, you know what I'm saying, when everybody left the goddamn school. He never left, you know what I'm saying. He held it down. And of course, you had other great men that joined him. General Muhammad joined him in the fight. Give him a hand. You understand? Y'all know he teaches the baddest classes in Israel. Catch him and on ISUPK online class Monday night from the Philadelphia page. And he also teaches Thursday night as well. You know what I'm saying? I also want to give it up to General Mawaqad, you know what I'm saying, who held this thing down with General Yohana. He just taught an amazing class yesterday on brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, on the whole he and him alone. Like if you don't go to a man about he and him alone, when a man offend you up in here and you don't go to him, you doing the truth of this service. You doing that brother of this service by not going to him about the he and him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like General was bringing out so masterfully, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. That he and him alone right there stops a lot of conflict in the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community. That's right. Where does the he and him alone come out of? It come right out of the Bible. That's right. It come, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, from Christ himself. Those is Christ's words. Once again, you can say what you want to say about the Israelites. You can say what you want to say about the real Christ, not these fake Christs, you know what I'm saying, that Christianity gave. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch. Christ said in the Bible, many false Christs shall arise. You know what I'm saying? And those false Christs that he was talking about, was the different religions.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like baptism, they teach about Christ. That ain't the real Christ, man. The real Jesus Christ was a straight up gangster, man.
That's right.
You understand? Who gave his life for his people, man. You understand? So, and the truth, man, that's who we represent in the ISUBK. And it really, at this point, ain't nothing you could do with the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? But just behold what we doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, no further ado, I want to give it up to these amazing hosts that rock it out with me every week. To my right, we in the building. We got Officer Lamakiala in the building. You understand? Badass shirt on, you know what I'm saying? America, Nazi Germany 2.0. I got one on as well. You know what I'm saying? Once again, big shout out to Officer Yaradan, which I'm about to introduce next. Get Yaradan a hand, you know what I'm saying? Another amazing host. The brother make these shirts, you know what I'm saying? And the whole point of these shirts, you know what I'm saying, is just not to make a t-shirt, but to have a meaning behind it. Break it down, y'all done.
Kind of what kind, sir? You know, you want to wear some, like, you know, a ton of people wear anything on their chest and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to wear something that says something about, you know, what you believe. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our shirts, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know what I'm saying, like a openly form where people can see, you know what I'm saying, some of our beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Right there on our chest.
Right there on give it up. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to all the brothers and sisters that make ISUBK gear. You know what I'm saying? Your gear, you know what I'm saying? It got a meaning. It got a meaning behind it. Once again, everything we do in the UBK, it got a meaning. And what is the overall meaning? Man, to build our own goddamn kingdom.
That's right.
To build a kingdom where blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians can actually be free, and we ain't got to have a white man over the top of us. Right. A lot of you niggas, you know what I'm saying, you can't think, you know what I'm saying, beyond America. You know what I'm saying? You think that America is the end all of every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? To even imagine a kingdom where black men are sitting in rulership, that's so far-fetched for you that it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You believe, you know what I'm saying, what white people have been teaching since slavery, that your kingdom is up in the goddamn sky with the clouds. You understand? Once again, when you die, that's your kingdom. You got to die to get yours. But every other nation on the planet Earth, they can have their own land and their own kingdom. Right. Chinese can have theirs. Africans can have theirs. But when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, we got to be ruled by our oppressor. There's no way out beyond that. And in ISUBK, we don't believe that. And the Bible does not teach that, man.
That's right.
You understand? So again, big shout out to Yaradan with these shirts. You know what I'm saying? The real university shirt, they can get that, or sweater. You know what I'm saying? Where can they get that at?
DiversityMall.com.
DiversityMall.com. You know what I'm saying? You see, we got the real nigga university symbol, you know what I'm saying, on the wall. He putting it on the t-shirt. He's putting it on the sweater. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because ISUBK is real nigga university. Yeah, right. If you're a real nigga, you know what I'm saying, this is where you got to come. You know what I'm saying? Fake niggas can't make it up in here. Yeah, you know, that's why you got a ton of fake camps, because they look at what we got going on in here and they say, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas too militant for me. I still want to smoke weed and be able to pop holes. That's good. You stay exactly where you at. You know what I mean? So copy these shirts, man. Support this truth. You know what I'm saying? We doing it real big. Also in the building with us every night. You know how he do. He just rocked out. You understand, the war report last night. Officer Iwalum in the building, you know what I'm saying? Iwalum, what y'all bring out on that war report last night that the people might have missed?
Come on, sir. We did a recap of what's going on in over there in Europe, the Ukraine war. We went over some things about Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Donald Trump, he trying to get a third term. And he was hinting towards the ways that he can do that.
Yeah.
And the only way I know that a president can have a third term is during the midst of a war.
Right.
Just like Franklin Roosevelt did during World War II. He had a third term.
I didn't know that.
Damn. So he was tweeting and saying, like, it's ways that I can have a third term. So
well, listen. I mean, anybody, you know what I'm saying, that got any common sense that pay attention to this cat, he don't ever want to get off the presidency seat ever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he talking about a third term. This cat want a third, fourth, fifth, sixth. He want to die, you know what I'm saying, as the president of the United States. And guess what? It just might happen. Here's the thing with blacks and Hispanics. The things that go on with white politics, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You see what I'm saying? You involving yourself in something that ain't gonna benefit you. How do we know? Blacks and Hispanics, how long you been voting? How long you been standing in line casting your vote? What change has it made for you Hispanics? You went and voted for Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? And all he did was send your children and your families to the border. He deported you. You voted for Barack. Y'all act like Barack Obama was any different. Maybe I was living under a rock out of space. Get me right, y'all done.
Like Adam one, statistics show that he deported more Hispanics than any other president all time.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? The point of it is that anybody sit in the White House, you know what I'm saying, is not going to benefit for you. So seeing that there's no benefit for us as a people, what in the hell we sitting involved and worry about, you know what I'm saying, white politics, man. Worry about, you know what I'm saying, fixing you. And the only way you're going to fix you is you got to turn to leaders that give a damn about you.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Seek out a brother, you know what I'm saying, by the name of Commandant General Yohana, man, who gave his life for this truth, man. Right. He'll tell you who to vote for. He'll tell you how to move. He'll tell you what rules we need to follow in order to fix us. Don't lean on America, the same place that put you in slavery and to destroy you, to think they're going to give you the tools to fix you. They don't want you fixed. Can't you see that? You understand? So when can they catch the War Report? I will please.
Come on, you can catch the War Report, a segment of the Roundtable of Truth, the last Thursday of every month.
That's it.
So we have another episode next month.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Also, Officer Karyash, Gadite brother, you know what I'm saying? So-called Native American Indians. He rocks the show out with Iowa alum as well. So big up to him. You know what I'm saying? And everything he's doing. Tonight, filling in, you know what I'm saying, for Officer Mayad. We got Officer Kazaiwan in the building in here with us tonight. You understand? So what's new, Akin? What's going on in the earth? Talk to me. IG?
Quick sidebar. I gotta say something that's heavy in the earth right now. That movie Sinners. That was an excellent movie.
Now I heard about that. You know what I'm saying. Now the brother Nakawan out of Atlanta, he gave it a thumbs down. Nakawan, in a minute, man, you gonna lose your. If I go watch this movie and it's good, Nakawan, you gonna lose your credibility as the black. What was the movie white dude's name? Even and Roper. He was Cisco movie, something like that. You gonna lose your credibility as the movie critic, guy. Get me right. Was the movie good or not? Talk to me,
man. Cap, if I could,
please.
Michael B. Jordan, he just like kind of solidified himself as an excellent actor. In my opinion, the movie was excellent all around.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen in my life, but definitely a very good movie.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Well, check it out. I heard it had a lot of meanings in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says, 10,000 meanings in the movie.
I wasn't trying to look at the
right now. I get it.
It was a good movie.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? One thing about our people, you know what I'm saying? Our people, when they watch a movie or when they listen to music, they trying to crack the Da Vinci Code. What was the other movie that came out? They was trying to crack the Da Vinci Code on. It was a couple months ago. They was talking about look at the meaning of it.
No, that was like that was a Super Bowl.
Yeah. The Super Bowl. Yeah, remember the Super Bowl? Y'all listen, black people and Hispanics, you in so search of the truth that you just looking for any and everything, some certain code or sign that's gonna get you right. So you know what I'm saying? If it ain't the movie, it was the Super Bowl. You looking at Kitchen Lamar Super Bowl performance, trying to dissect it like, okay, let's see this what. Man, listen, man. Ain't none of that going. All them things are cool. The Da Vinci Code for you is the Bible. I know it don't seem like it, because the white man that done the greatest thing that he could ever do, which was lie on, first of all, on who Christ is. That's right. And lie on what the Bible was about. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have very easily took the Bible and threw it in the trash. You see what I'm saying? But it's more, you know what I'm saying, destructive if you take the Bible and say everybody in this Bible is white. This book right here belong to me. You understand? Because without the Bible, a lot of historical records don't have no validness to the records. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is an important place in history. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So when you looking at the Bible, they couldn't remove that. So they say instead of removing it, we just gonna make ourselves the people that's in the Bible. And so when the ISUPK came along, though, we did the research and found out that the Bible ain't talking about them. You see what I'm saying? That the people that's in this Bible, which are the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth, are so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right, sir.
But you know what makes that such a great story? Who would ever believe niggas in the ghettos of America are the God chosen people? Who would ever believe niggas from Harlem, New York, was the real Jews? Who would believe that? Y'all were done?
What's so heavy about what you're saying? I don't want
Please.
That's cinematic like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like in the movie, if you think of every movie, you know what I'm saying, it's always like almost like a Cinderella story. You know what I'm saying? The person on the bottom is actually the person that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, be the one, you know what I'm saying, the triumph.
Yeah, that's it. Which it makes for a great story, right? And which is for sure, you know what I'm saying, the greatest story in the earth is about to be that these people in these ghettos that you think ain't got no God. Listen, America gonna find out. Whew, boy, remember what Thomas Jefferson said? He trembles. You know what I'm saying? He said, if God is just, this is what the white man said. For you white people that. This people we say, yo, guy you love, Thomas Jefferson, you got presidents, they all this garbage here. He say that if God is just, he trembles for his country. You know what I'm saying? And I got news for y'all. The Most High is just. All God is waiting on us to do, for Blacks, Hispanics to do, is to do what he say to do. You see what I'm saying? You just got to finish celebrating Easter. And you know what I'm saying? Talking about Easter and rabbits laying eggs got something to do with Jesus Christ's resurrection. I ain't never read that in the Bible, not one time. You see what I'm saying? You putting on suits, go on, sit in that church, listen to the preacher on Sunday, talk about something that ain't in the Bible. Paganism, and a lot of people have access to this education now. You know what I'm saying? To know what paganism is and to know what idol worship is. Get me right on this. But yet still do it. Right. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, we got a hell of a show planned for the night. There's some things that, you know what I'm saying, that I have to address here tonight. This cat, Mawaqad, if y'all don't know, we had promoted, you know what I'm saying, that Passover week was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we was doing Passover week. We was supposed to go down and do an interview with this cat named Mawaqad, you know what I'm saying, down in Atlanta. We had planned to do it, you know what I'm saying, rock it out. But of course, you know what I'm saying, a few complications had happened to where we couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? The first time we had to, the first time they rescheduled, you know what I'm saying, which was no issue. You know what I'm saying? It was no issue at all. And that everything that I'm saying, I got the receipts on. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all done.
Honestly, I think you give them a little too much grace on the real. I don't want.
Go ahead.
The brother, you know what I'm saying, never sent us the address. We were ready we were set and ready to drive to their location.
Yeah.
And he never sent us the address.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the first day that we had.
That's a fact. Now I'm just we gonna show all that. We're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to set the basis for what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically, you know, the first day, you know what I mean, they didn't send the information, which we didn't trip on. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day we were supposed to go, but we had some things going on down there. It was our Passover week or whatever. You know what I mean? So we wasn't able to go. You know what I mean? So we left it alone. The first time they failed, it didn't happen. The second time, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't able to go. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So we thought we would be able to reschedule it virtually. They flat out told us no. Right. Now, once again, everything I'm saying, we got the receipts. We're gonna show the receipts on all of that. Right now, why am I going over this? Because the brother, we thinking that it was over with. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't no big of a deal. This brother decided to go and make a 20-minute tape with my name in big bold letters. You know what I'm saying? And talking on there like the UPK was scared, you know what I'm saying, to talk to him for whatever reason. I do not know. Brother, you need to do your research on the ISUBK.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? The ISUBK, you know what I'm saying, Marquette, Saint Center, whatever you call your goddamn selves, is the home of the truth.
Damn right.
No cowards. We fear no man. why in the hell would we be cowards? You know what I'm saying? When we was supposed to go into your studio.
Right.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So, Ramawan, what we going first with this thing, man? Yeah, let's play a little bit of the video. You know what I'm saying? Then we gonna go into the actual, you know what I'm saying, receipts of exactly what happened.
The gentleman from ISUP, the gentleman from ISUPK is not present. There were some scheduling issues. We were supposed to start at 2, and they had messaged us and said that they'd need till 3 p.m., which I said, no problem, I understand.
Stop
and
right
then
there.
They messaged
right
again,
there.
basically saying that they.
Okay, now what he ain't telling you is, you know what I'm saying, the scheduling at 2, that was on a Friday, right? We were supposed to do the in-studio interview 10 a.m. on Thursday. Get me right on that, Ramawan. He's scared. He left that out. You see what I'm saying? We were supposed to come at 10 a.m. on Thursday. Now, when we was texting emailing the brother, you know what I'm saying, to come to the studio to do the interview, they never responded. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, he didn't respond, you know what I'm saying, back until Friday morning. Get me right on that, Ramawan. They didn't respond back until Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? And when they responded back, you know what I'm saying, that's when we scheduled, you know what I'm saying, for us to come at 2 o'clock. Go ahead, Ramawan. Please.
So they responded. They responded back that Thursday night, but it wasn't him that responded. It was assistant or somebody who says they was his assistant.
Right.
Which the whole point of it, we were supposed to get the address to come there.
Right.
We never got the address for Thursday. We were supposed to get it the day before.
Right.
But we didn't get it. So the email was for that Thursday. We said, hey, we still didn't get the address yet. How do we get the address?
Right.
And then we get the assistant that said, oh, well, I mean, I guess I don't know if you want to wait for the receipts for that.
Yeah. But I just got to say this part. So when Friday came, or whatever the case may be, we was supposed to go and oh man, I lost my train of thought. You know what I'm saying? We was supposed to go and you feel me? We was at the graduation, but now that ain't what I want to say.
You talking about Thursday?
Not Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Friday, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna bring out about Friday. That Friday we was supposed to go, and we was supposed to go at 2. I can't think. Just play this.
Yeah, Capt Mawaqad
On Thursday.
Yeah, no, Thursday night we never got the information. So when Friday came, you know what I'm saying, they didn't send the information for us to go. I can't, man, it was something I wanted to bring. It'll come back to me when you just keep playing. It's a lot.
Couldn't come, which things happen. So we won't be probably ever rescheduling, but I do wish them much success in their movement. And the reason that you may see me host certain individuals is not necessarily because I agree with their religion, their ideology, their way of life, but because I think that they're fundamentally moving in the correct.
So the brother just said that we would never be rescheduling with them again. Get me right on that. That part I don't understand. You understand? Because okay, the first day y'all messed up, you know what I'm saying, the time, right? The second day, you know what I'm saying, we was supposed to come, but we had an event, you know what I'm saying, going on at that time that went over the time. You see what I'm saying? Which was, you should be able to, you know, y'all messed up the first day. The second day, it wasn't even that we messed up. Ramawan told his brother before we got down there that we was having something the whole week during Passover. Right. So you would think common sense would tell you, okay, well, that's what I want to bring out, his assistant. You know what I'm saying? His assistant, you know what I'm saying, told us, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't put it on the schedule. That was on my mind. I couldn't remember. Right. Now, how unprofessional was that?
Right.
Like the brother had been talking to, you know what I'm saying, I guess the assistant or the brother himself, he had been talking to him 2 weeks prior before we got down there.
That's right.
The reason why they said they missed Thursday's appointment, his assistant came on the email and said, I forgot to put it on the schedule.
Damn, that is insane. Yeah, get me
Go
right on
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
Let's say that we didn't have Passover.
Right.
And we just came to Atlanta just to attend this show.
Right.
Just for us to be sitting there all day with no address and for
Exactly.
the assistant to email us and say, I forgot to put y'all on the schedule.
Right.
He trying to paint the picture like we unprofessional.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Once again, we got the receipt on all this. You know what I'm saying? We ready to show the receipts now? We want to wait. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and show the receipts now. You know what I'm saying? They brothers can chime in whenever they want. Like, we just trying to set the record straight. The UPK, man, we don't run from, you know what I'm saying, no debate. And according to the emails, it wasn't even going to be no debate because the brother said he just wanted to find out some information about the school. We're going to show you. We're going to show you the emails on what totally transpired. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I ain't really sure why this brother took this route because, you know what I'm saying, what you did was mess up your credibility.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And a civil man, if I miss a date that you plan and then you miss a date I plan, the obvious thing would be to do what?
To reschedule.
To reschedule. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the whole we not doing this again, or I ain't really sure what that's about. But to me, it comes off very arrogant.
Oh, that's
go ahead, y'all.
So like I said, I mean, you just touched on it. Like that's the first thing that came to my mind was that this is an arrogant stand.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his time, our time wasn't important because we was ready to go.
That's it.
We was ready to go. We just didn't have the address. So our time wasn't important.
That's it.
But his time, oh, you wasted some of my time.
That's
I'm
it,
in the
right.
studio waiting on y'all and y'all ain't coming. Oh, we ain't never doing this again.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's just arrogance.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, y'all, y'all make sense of it. We got the John. All right. No sweat. You know what I'm saying? Get it done. Okay. Oh, y'all could have told y'all.
Oh, no, I was just trying to make sure.
Are we able to read it? Who else? Go ahead, read it from the top. We're gonna have the brother read it from the top so we can get the full understanding of this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch bases on this, and then we're gonna move right into, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the show. But this has to be addressed because the brother made a whole YouTube clip, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it seem like I was scared to come sit in the studio with him. And brother, we not gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? You got it, Pre? Go ahead, read what you got.
So this is March 26th. This original interaction with the brother. It says, hey, what's going on, brother? My name is Officer Ramawad out of the ISUBK, Captain Mawaqad, who is over the entire Midwest for the ISUBK and a very prominent captain in our school, wants to sit down with you and have a dialogue.
Now listen, not to even say, you know what I'm saying, like I'm nobody, but the brother asked for a prominent member in the school. You see what I'm saying? Which I'm only prominent because Commander Jenny Hanna put me in the position, you know what I'm saying, to be prominent. You know what I'm saying? To be a captain over Chicago, to be a captain, you know what I'm saying, over the Midwest. So without Commander Jenny Hanna, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be in this position in the first place. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Captain Mawaqad.
Please.
I believe he sent you his email in the chat when you sat down with the IUIC brother, but I'll send you it again, or unless you want to communicate through Messenger, it's all okay. Also, we will be in Atlanta April 9th through the 13th for our Passover as well. Hope to hear from you.
You're right. So, you know what I'm saying? So now the only reason why this even jumped off is because I had went in the comment. He was doing an interview with some captain from the IUIC who was butchering the hell out of the goddamn Bible. You know what I'm saying? The brother was asking questions about multiple wives. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he was breaking everything down like a straight up Christian. You know what I'm saying? Y'all telling me IUIC is the truth. A Christian would have answered, you know what I'm saying, those scriptures the same goddamn way. So what is the difference? It is no difference. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading now. Let's run through it.
Captain Mawaqad, March 26th. It's the same exact day.
Go ahead.
Peace to the saints. It would be a pleasure to have the conversation. With April 9th at 10 a.m. work for you?
Keep going.
March 26th. This is for me. Salagi. It went back.
No sweat. Take your time, man.
March 26th.
Let's go.
It says, you said I could read it from there. Yeah, but that's too far away. March 26th say Wednesday would be a little difficult for Captain Mawaqad because everyone will be coming into Atlanta that day at different times. Could we do the same? Could we do the same time that Thursday?
Now,
if that would work for you.
Now, I got to bring this out. Now, if anybody know about the ISUBK, you know it is the home of the truth. We Israelites. That week we was coming down to Atlanta was our Passover. Passover was Saturday, but we had events going from Wednesday all the way to Sunday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, trying to even schedule this, you know what I'm saying, it was an iffy anyway because y'all know we had something to do every day.
Right.
But nevertheless, I was gonna go in the studio with the brother, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So like if I make Cap, that's so heavy what you saying.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna like even before like when we thought about working with the brother, I'm like, dang, Cap, we gonna have a lot of work on our hands.
Right.
Even getting to the brother, no matter what day it is,
there's no doubt.
Like we gonna be pressing for time. And Cap, like, man, hey, we in this truth, we finna work, we finna do what we need to do.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
Like it's so heavy what you saying because the time we gave was the time we had. That was it.
That was
you
it.
Know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm
But
saying?
we still tried to make it work and try to see if we could, you know what I'm saying? So that was heavy what you was bringing out of
Most
one.
on Christ. Keep reading.
Con. Go
ahead.
So this is March 26th again. So this is all the same day. April 10th at 10 a.m. does work. This is what Marquette Burton or Devon or whatever the brother name is. He said it will work.
So so Thursday, 10 a.m. we was on and popping, right? Now here's the thing what you don't understand. We made a sacrifice even then because during that particular time, we had our Hebrew Academy going on where brothers who, you know what I'm saying, big shout out to Officer Iowa Lum. He had been training these brothers, and which we gonna show the footage, the tapes, and the pictures of what we was doing down there that week.
Right.
Once again, this ISUBK, we ain't ducking nobody. I damn sure ain't ducking no nigga named Marquette. Man, do you know who we are? Do you know how much work been put in for this? We don't duck. I didn't know duck you for what, but I'm a duck you for. You know what I'm saying? So we was down there, you know what I'm saying, during that particular time, the Thursday at 10 a.m., the brothers was training, you know, they was going through the trials, which I wanted to see my men go through the trials. But nevertheless, I said, let me go do this interview anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't because I want to be on your show that bad, but the Most High, it's time for the Most High to be glorified. So anytime we can go on anybody's podcast is a plus for us because the earth God has to be introduced to the nigga God.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
We've been worshiping everybody's God. Christianity, I don't care what race you are. That's white people's God.
Right.
You understand? Islam, I don't care what race you are. That is the God of the Arabs.
That's right.
Buddha, God of the Chinese. Where is the God of the niggas? When I say niggas, I'm talking about all 12 tribes, man. You understand? Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, so-called Negroes, Jamaicans, we all niggas.
That's right.
Where's our God at? So anytime, you know what I'm saying, we, you know what I'm saying, could do an interview, then we're gonna do it to bring light, you know what I'm saying, into the truth.
If I may, like the audacity to even say we might be ducking somebody is crazy. We even coined the shirt ISBK versus everybody.
Goddamn right.
My point, like, there's not one person on this earth a brother in the school wouldn't go against.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So now, mind you, this whole 10 a.m. was scheduled to be in his studio.
Right.
If I was ducking or if I was scared, I wouldn't have scheduled, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To be in-person interview.
So like you would have did like IUIC did.
Yeah, you know, IUIC the one they straight out there to virtual. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to come in the studio face to face, you know what I'm saying, with the brother to drop this truth on him. So once again, this is what we proven. Keep going.
This March 26th, I said, yes, that works. March 26th again, it says, please share large, high quality photos for the thumbnails, which that's how you know what I'm saying, when you going back and forth, you talking about the future or whatever, how you gonna do the media part of it. This the 27th. It said, I said, okay, we'll do that. Just so Cap is prepared. Are we doing it in Salagi? Just so Cap is prepared. Will we be in studio or virtual?
Come on.
Okay, so the next this is the 27th as well.
Blow that back up, Raj.
You got.
Oh, okay, my bad.
27th. We will send studio location the day before the interview. This is on March 27th. We will send studio location the day before the interview.
That was never done. Okay. Now, once again, we showing you the receipts. Now, once again, I wasn't even going to address this. We did, you know what I'm saying? We Passover was 2 weeks ago. We had the round table truth last week. We didn't even talk about this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? But okay, but because the brother chose to go make a video, brother, this got to be addressed here. You understand? Like, now, why you would mess up your credibility, I don't understand. But you didn't mess up your credibility, you know what I'm saying, on who you are as a person. Because we showing the receipts right here. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Khan, the 27th. This is an email from myself. Thank you. Looking forward to it. Another email from myself. Any certain direction as far as the topic you'd like to focus on? This is from him on the 27th. We want to talk about organization, membership, events, goals, plans, polygamy, role of women, and explanation of who whites are.
Right.
And I said, excellent. Sounds good.
Right. So once again, the brother didn't even come off like this was finna be something confrontational. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to know these certain things, which we was gonna go in the studio and give him the whole breakdown on polygamy, you know what I'm saying, on who the white man is, and what else he said?
Polygamy, who the white man is,
who the organization,
women's roles.
I mean, ain't none of these topics was confrontational. Like, this wasn't even about no debate, you know what I'm saying? Because the brother mentioned on the tape, which we about to play we're gonna keep playing his tape. He mentioned something else about us being terrified. Of what? What are you talking about?
Marquettism.
Right, Marquettism. Which will say that we're gonna get into, you know, let's not jump the gun. We're gonna get into the whole Marquettism, you know what I'm saying? In 1 second. You know what I mean? Keep going, Free.
Go to the next jump. Okay, so this is the picture of we talked about the having a thumbnail. We got a thumbnail together. Myself, I got the thumbnail together because of course we ain't running from nothing. Cap makes sure that I'm on top of the stuff when it comes to this. So we had a thumbnail. We ready for the YouTube. We ready for the interview. Everything. Mind you, the last email that was just read was on the 27th of March. This is on April 3rd. It went from the 27th of March to April 3rd. I said, hey, Saint, is this cool for the thumbnail, brother? Next, April 10th. So we went from April 27th. We talked to the brother. So now it's April 10th. He still ain't replied. He still haven't replied back yet.
Right.
April 10th, he still ain't replied back yet.
Keep going.
Now we get actually he did reply back, Salaki. He replied back on April 10th. Oh wait, he didn't reply back. Somebody replied back on April 10th.
Right. So now it turned from him talking. Now this is his assistant talking now. Let's break that down.
So on April 10th, it was I sent him an email because we were supposed to get the email on the 9th. The email never came on the 9th as we read the receipt that said the email was supposed to be on the 9th. Hey, I'll send it to you the day before the interview. Professional. That would have been great.
Right.
Now here we on the 10th, and I say, what's good, Saint? We never got the address. A little bit later on in the day, hello, this is Marquette's assistant.
Man, and it wasn't a little bit later on. Don't sugarcoat. This shit was at night, man. You know what I'm saying? The interview was supposed to be at 10. This was all the way 8, 9 o'clock at night when they sent this. Read what he said.
Khan. It say, hello, this is Marquette's assistant. I apologize. I didn't get this on his calendar. Are you all able to do this tomorrow afternoon?
Now you see that.
You see customer service.
Oh, yeah, I like it. Customer service.
Customer service, right? You know what I'm saying? So now who's scared? You see what I'm saying? Like, the brother had been communicating with this brother for a week in advance prior to us coming down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you respond later on that night, you know what I'm saying, and say, you know, my bad, my apologies. Which once again we wasn't tripping on,
right?
Because it's to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure this cat probably busy, got a ton of stuff going. We wasn't tripping on it. We wasn't tripping. Keep going.
Go ahead. So this after, so we decided another date for the next day. We said we was gonna try to get there at 2:00. So after the 2 o'clock, we was trying to get the 2 o'clock situation. We started running late. So this is April 11th. This is the next day. It say we running late. It's 3 p.m. Cool. Of course, we thinking like, hey, let's try to see if we can get through this. Because what happened was the Hebrew Academy went a little bit later than it was supposed to.
And if I could just explain, you know what I'm saying, what happened. You know, we was supposed to come there too. The event, the Hebrew Academy graduation, which was the brothers graduating from Hebrew Academy, which Chicago, I think we had maybe 10 brothers. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see my men. I wanted to be there just like any parent. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm a parent over these brothers, but these my men in my school. I wanted to see them get their certificate. So the event was supposed to be from 11 a.m. to 1. So we figured we leave there and then we would go to the thing at about 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? However, UPK, sometimes we on CP time. You know, we are black. You know what I'm saying? The graduation didn't start at 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't get out of there to close to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So it went way over the goddamn time. So I told the brother, let them know we ain't gonna be able to make it. It wasn't. So once again, I ain't thinking it's really no big deal. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all missed our time. We, you know what I'm saying? We didn't purposely, you know, we had something going on like you had. It might be something going on. So I ain't really think it was no big deal. And if I could say for the record, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna miss them brothers walking across the stage to do no interview with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how important, you know what I'm saying? Maybe them subscribers you got and them people tuning in to your show make you feel a little bit more important, you know what I'm saying, than you are. But in the ISUBK, my man, we doing real work in here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We taking brothers and sisters that have been totally destroyed, you know what I'm saying, and changing their life. And Hebrew Academy is a strenuous thing where brothers go through 6-7 months of training. Now, I already missed the damn training to trials, you know what I'm saying, for the interview. You know, so I wasn't finna miss the graduation. My man, you're not that important. You're not more important. I'm coming to you, priest. You're not more important than this goddamn truth. I just want to say that for the record. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ramawan.
Hey, Salagi,
please.
I mean, if I could just share just a small conversation of what we had that morning.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, you was like, really, you like, man, we need to do this. We need to do this interview. And the big part of it, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
But then when you called me back, I'm like, you was like, I ain't go yesterday.
Yeah,
I can't do it again today. These my brothers.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could,
Salagi,
can you play the tape of why we didn't make the interview? Y'all got that ready? Play the graduation. You know,
Salagi, can I get the last?
Oh, you want to let you got something? Yeah, and then I want to play the tape of why we actually missed. You know what I'm saying? Not that this cat is important, but we want to, once again, this is about the Most High. We want to play this tape, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? To glorify, of course, the Lord, but also, you know what I'm saying, recognize these brothers who graduated Hebrew Academy, you know what I'm saying? And to show other Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men, this is where you're supposed to be right here. Go ahead, please.
I just wanted to play, if you could put it back, put that last one back up. Only reason that these last two emails is the biggest part of these. It's the biggest part of everything because we gonna play a video later where he gonna say we was terrified and the reason why we didn't come. So Salagia, this is April 11th. Myself, I text Marquette. I said my apologies. Due to all the events we're having, we're stretched for time that we don't have. Is there any other time and day that works for you? And he said no, but thank you. Wish you all well in your endeavors.
Right. Which he gonna further say on the tape that, you know, we probably won't do it again. Which that part I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't get that part why you don't want to now do the interview. Now that, and once again, I ain't tripping. The brother told me they said no. I was like, all right, I was kind of rude, but okay, whatever. I left the shit alone. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you went and made a tape. you know what I'm saying, with my name on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was scared and this didn't show up and then said we was terrified, you know what I'm saying? When brother, you ain't no way you can do me like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm gonna still open the invitation. If you would like to do a sit down, we could do a sit down live on the air in studio. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Once again, UPK is no cowards. You know what I'm saying? Now, why am I taking this approach? Not to be no tough guy, nothing like that. But this truth got to reach our people, man.
Damn
And
right,
we
man.
looked at, you know what I'm saying, your platform. I'm sure a ton of brothers and sisters tune in too, like many other platforms. You know what I'm saying? If you like to have the ISUBK on your platform for you to get more information about the ISUBK, what the Israelites is about, you know what I'm saying? Why do we take the perspective on the Bible the way that we do? Then man, you hit us up, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to go to ISUBK.com, or for Chicago, what we got? You know what I'm saying?
ISUBK Chicago.
ISUBK Chicago. We got a number, you know what I'm saying, that brothers can reach us. You understand? Let's get that information, put that information up there, you know what I'm saying? Where people could be able to contact us. You want to say something out?
Please, sir. The only thing that I really wanted to key in on is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this brother, he shows the lack of brotherhood that he has. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like you said, it was a scheduling conflict on his end, and we did, you know what I'm saying, we didn't, you know, throw that in his face, you know what I'm saying, anything. No sweat, bro. Let's reschedule it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That would have been the obvious thing to do. Now, anybody that knows the ISUBK and that's involved with the ISUBK, they know what we saying is 100% fact. If you was down there for the week, you know, Thursday we had stuff going on all Thursday. You know, Friday we had stuff going on all Friday. Saturday was the Passover in itself, which my plan was actually when I went to go do the interview with the brother, I was going to invite you, you know what I'm saying, to the goddamn Passover because you a so-called Negro. I was going to have you come to the greatest goddamn thing you ever would have seen in your goddamn life.
Right.
Like you sitting around thinking that Marquettism is great. It ain't got nothing on what you would have seen, you know what I'm saying, that Saturday at the Passover. You would have seen a room full of Black and Hispanics who have embraced their culture, man, who have left, you know what I'm saying, the mindset of the white man's world and embrace, you know what I'm saying, our own culture, which is essential for Black people, seeing the condition and how destroyed we are in this day and age right now. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna play that tape as well. Once again, this ain't even really about the brother. I'm just really using him as a, you know, a guest. This stuff is about, excuse my language, this is about glorifying the work, you know what I'm saying? This is about glorifying the Most High, number one, you know what I'm saying? And the work that he done with Commander Jenny Hanna and the rest of the generals, captains, officers, troopers, and sisters in the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, the time for the truth, you know what I'm saying, is now. The time for the earth to be introduced to who the Most High really is now. You ain't up and before the ISUBK, you ain't never understood the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't never knew who God was. You know what I'm saying? But because of the prophets up in here, you know what I'm saying, the prophets of the Lord are back in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in the Bible and believe in the book of Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Moses and all that, the Lord always sent prophets, you know what I'm saying, to teach the people, to direct the people. Well, what would make you think, you know what I'm saying, that right now in America would be any different? Right. You understand? What would make you think the Lord wouldn't send prophets in this day and time right now? I will
Cap, and the most vile and disgusting empire ever erected known to man.
Damn right.
You would, you know, people like you said, Cap. Why wouldn't the Lord send prophets here?
That's right.
It's like,
damn right. One, you had some more?
That was it.
With the emails. Okay, can we play the thing now? Play that. Play this. So this is the graduation right here. That this is why we missed the interview because of what was going on right here. And for those people who tune in to Facebook or whatever, all you gotta do is go to YouTube, you know what I'm saying, to watch the show live. You'll be able to see exactly what we're showing on the screen. I turn my phone, let me see. you know what I'm saying, is preparing, you know what I'm saying, preparing that. Lamar, we got any announcements?
The official dates for all the UPK cookouts have been announced.
That's right. You know what I mean? So we got cookouts coming up, you know what I mean, for the Midwest, for the East Coast, for the South, and for the West Coast. You got those dates? Please.
Right here.
Y'all let me know when y'all ready on that end of Ramadan. Go ahead.
So the dates for the cookouts of the ISBK for 2025. First up, we got coming up July 3rd to July 6th in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Great.
Second, we have
if I could, big shout out to Captain Mawaqad. You understand? And his whole team out there in North Carolina. He's the captain over that zone. Bad Benjamite brother. The tribe of Benjamin is the so-called West Indian, people who are in the West Indian Islands. If you a brother or sister that's from the West Indian Islands or your ancestors, you are the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? That's written of in the Bible. That's who you are. So big shout out to Captain Mawaqad and the whole North Carolina team. I'm gonna try to make it down there myself. So you know these cookouts, once again, it ain't just a cookout. You know what I'm saying? It's called a cookout, but every day leading up to the cookout, we're gonna have something for brothers and sisters to do to show the unity, you know what I'm saying, that we must have as Black and Hispanic and Native Indian people.
That's right.
And guess what? We've been doing this for years. And guess what? We've been doing this, you know what I'm saying, the truth. The ISUBK been here since 1969. Every event that we ran, guess what didn't happen? Not one fight. Not one. But you telling me that it's something that's better than the UPK? I guess because you ain't never heard of it, it's better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't never heard Michael Jordan until he went to North Carolina.
That's right.
You right? He went to Carolina and proved that he was what? He was better than that. Then he went to the Bulls and did what? Proved he was better than everybody. The proof was in the pudding. That's because you ain't never heard of us. Don't mean that we ain't the best thing going. And I'm telling you, just for myself, that before I joined ISBK, I searched all of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here in Chicago, so you know I thought about joining the FOI. You know, I used to listen to Farrakhan. It wasn't real enough for me. I thought then I researched the whole Kemet. Too confusing, all over the place. You see what I'm saying? You telling me, you know what I'm saying, I'm African, but when I live around Africans, they don't treat you like they your people at all. So that put me in total. That wasn't the truth. Went to the church with my sister a couple times, sat in there and watched them preachers get up there and basically just put on a show. That wasn't the truth. But then when I came across researching Black people being Israelites, I dived into it. You know what I'm saying? I searched a ton of groups, but when I came across the ISUBK, this is what hit home.
That's right.
I said Commander General Hunter was the realest nigga I ever seen teaching. And what amazed me was they was teaching live on the streets, not in no building, none of that. You know what I'm saying? They was live on the street, challenging people. The video we just played before we started the podcast, General Hunter was teaching on the streets. You know what I'm saying? General Mawaqad with the video making the white Jewish boy cry. When I seen that video, you know what I'm saying? That right there totally blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it amazed me to find out that white people was not the real Jews.
That's right.
That these people stole our identity just like the white man stole everything. It all makes sense. He's a thief and a liar. You understand? So it makes sense that he would call himself the greatest people and all that, you know what I'm saying? And still, you know, our legacy. You know what I mean? We ready to roll? Let's get it.
You got some.
Brother was on 10, wasn't he?
Our warrior. Officer 500. Now to the south.
Yes, sir.
Officer 50, about your honor.
Man, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Ramwan.
So like, yeah, I just watching that video, like it just show you like how much Hebrew Academy means to these young brothers who's been on the streets, who've been in jail, who've been, you know, in every single demon on them, in that America allow for black and Hispanic men and women. You know what I'm saying? Of course, women can't be in this, but for men,
that's it.
Like I see the smile on these brothers' faces, and I as much as nothing against the brother, I'm so appreciative of you for not going to that interview.
Man,
I'm so appreciative for going. Like this mean these brothers right here change their lives. They won't murder nobody.
Well,
no
listen,
more.
you ain't got to hit for the record. You ain't got to say nothing against the brother, because the minute that the brother, you know what I'm saying, spoke ill of us, saying that we was terrified, you know what I'm saying, he gets no respect up here. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Now, we meant, you know what I'm saying. The scriptures say, "Be at peace with all men, respect all men." That's what the Bible says, and that's what we do in the ISUBK, no matter what race you are. But when you disrespect us, you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna get fire with fire. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to say no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, to him or whatever. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to set, you know what I'm saying, we could make peace and all that, but the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? You can't speak ill of the work of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, and speak ill of the Most High and think we finna talk nice to you. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what's going on up here. But go ahead.
I was just saying, but that was pretty much it. But like to see the smile and like when you look at our the Hebrew Academy for the ISUBK,
that's it.
You just look and see transformed men that nobody else can get off the streets, men that nobody else can keep from doing wrong, doing bad. You know what I'm saying? Committing crimes, none of that. The ISUPK under Commander Junior Honda is able to do it. The proof is in the pudding. Man, it's going viral for it. You know,
listen, that clip right there is just that don't even do justice what it was about. Man, there was thousands of brothers up in there. You know what I'm saying? So that little small clip right there don't even do really justice what transpired. Like if you got a video or pictures, you know what I'm saying, that you could send from that event, send it, because I like to play more if we could of what actually happened. I would you had your hand up.
I just want to highlight one brother that was on that video.
Go ahead.
If we could get that video back up, just to highlight Romwan's point, what are you speaking on? Let me know once you got that video up, Rash.
If I could, just before we get the video up, just to piggyback off what Ramwan was saying. Like a lot of these brothers who graduated was your neighborhood drug dealers, you know, your neighborhood thieves, and you know, the probably most disgusting men on the face of the earth. And for them to come into this school and for what this school did to transform them into what they are today, that video that we just watched was glorious, because they would have been hurting people right now. But instead, they trying to make people build people up and make people live again and build themselves up again. So this for us to skip. And of course, like you said, it ain't about to knock nobody. But how our schedule fell, this right here is what we, you know, wait all year for.
Damn right.
To see a class of men.
Man, come on. Go ahead, Awalon.
Yeah, Cap. Just like Ramwan was saying, this moment is real special to a lot of brothers. The brother in the middle right there, he out in California. I believe he just did like a 20-year bid.
He did.
You know what I mean? The brother did decades in the pen, and now he's a Hebrew Academy graduate. This is something that's priceless to him. So, you know, you trying to give your time to this podcast and miss priceless moments like that, you know, the brother, he should receive that with more respect.
And really, you know what I'm saying, Marquette, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying, nigga, you owe me an apology.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Forever mentioning my name, talking about some goddamn we terrified. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, you know what I'm saying? You, I'm gonna tell you, you need to hear the truth. You full of yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? That white man's education you to receive, and I guess you getting a little money, you know what I'm saying? That shit that made you proud as hell, you know what I'm saying? Well, tonight, nigga, you gonna get humbled, man. You owe me a before, even if we was to do a sit down or whatever, before we even had to do a sit down, nigga, you had to give me an apology for the words that came out your goddamn mouth. You better watch your mouth. We ain't here change. This brother did a 20-year bit, and that's just one brother, man. We taking cats off the street, you know what I'm saying, that lived horrible lives, man, who were straight up criminals, and now these men are men who walk around with a moral compass, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't steal $1, you know what I'm saying, out your pocket, wouldn't sleep with your woman, you understand, wouldn't do none of that, you know what I'm saying, and most importantly, you know what I'm saying, they loving they brothers as they self,
Damn right.
You understand, and you got the nerve to speak against the ISUBK and try to make what we doing up in here like it's small, and you running around talking about some fucking Marquettism, nigga. Who in the fuck has Marquettism ever saved and took off the fucking street? Nigga?
Damn right, man.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, but shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Don't worry. I'm just starting off slow. Yeah, go ahead, priest.
If I could, it's Capt Mawaqad, he a hell of a brother because he gave me the task. Like, man, he was like, y'all dog, get me straight, because I'll be saving a lot of people for receiving the mayhem. This is a fact. They can receive the monster all the time if they want it.
That's
but
it.
This brother is so humble. He's like, man, y'all know, you keep me straight.
Real talk. Real talk. But tonight, he told me tonight, he said, no, he said, take the glove. Let that nigga have it. And that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So where we at with it? Go ahead, I'm That was it. Yeah. All right. We got pictures of the Hebrew Academy. Yeah, play that. Play them. Show them pictures as well.
Of course, Cap. These all the brothers out of Chicago school.
Damn right.
Who came up under, of course, under Commander Junior Hunter, but under Captain Mawaqad in the Midwest. All of these brothers changed their life. You know what I'm saying? Suffered for months and months and months with every single week. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they made it through this Hebrew Academy. They could have left, but they stayed.
Damn, you know what I'm saying? Rise to rise. Come on, man. Look at my mighty man, Son Yala. Man, go back. No.
Spotlight.
No, the one where me and the brother was hugging.
Yeah,
right there. Like, come on, man. Like this brotherhood.
Damn right.
This brotherhood right here. I wasn't missing that for no interview with you. Listen, I wasn't missing that for the interview with the Breakfast Club. It ain't just you. It could have been anybody.
Damn
you
right,
know what I'm saying? It could have been Trump.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been anybody. I wasn't missing, you know what I'm saying, seeing these brothers graduate for no interview. Not that day I wasn't.
Damn right.
And listen, and not none of the rest of the days, which we gonna show you, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the days, because once again, now is the time to glorify the truth and what actually went down and happened during Passover week. Big shout out to Commandant General Yohana for holding this thing down, man. You know, imagine the strength that it took to hold on to this truth fight. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring Kazak Ahmad up to talk about a couple of the video clips that went viral. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be pulling him on in a second. You know what I'm saying?
Go back to Nashwan. Get my bait cap,
please.
And I just want people to or whoever watching to see this. The brother right here, Nashwan, and you can keep going.
Ramon, get me right. Nashwan is
15 years old.
15 years old.
And the brother that's coming up next. You can keep going. The brother that's coming up next, that's his father. Him and his son came into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. They went through Hebrew Academy, blood, sweat, and tears together.
That's it.
Changed their life. You know what I'm saying? Together.
And these brothers here is so-called Mexicans. You probably never thought that you would see blacks and Mexicans standing together. All you ever seen, especially in Chicago, was us gang banging against each other.
That's right.
But you know what brought us together? The truth.
Damn right.
ISUBK.
Right.
Listen, I King. Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Right.
Listen, the real cracks. The God of the niggas is what brought niggas. Only the God of the niggas would bring niggas together, wouldn't it? Like when Mexicans together, they call each other niggas. When they come around Judah, the so-called Negroes, now they feel like they can't use that word. You so-called Mexicans, the ISUBK, we giving Mexicans the authority to call themselves niggas around us too. Because y'all niggas, man. You can't change what you are. You are what you are. You know what I'm saying? I like for you to go back though. Go one picture back. Right there. Stop right there. Blow that up. All right. How old is your son, Yaradan?
15 years old. Sir.
This is the son of Officer Yaradan, who's in the school, who's here with us tonight. Okay. You think I'm gonna miss him walking across the stage for an interview? You know what I'm saying? This brother, 15 years old, went through the trials, you know what I'm saying, and graduated, you know what I'm saying, right there. You know what I'm saying? Yaradan, speak on how you feel about that, seeing your son get that certificate.
Hey, I don't want, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, we look, you know what I'm saying, at like celebrations differently, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
A lot of people look at the white man's education, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, a certain certificate from them, you know what I'm saying that they're gonna, make it into this college or something, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be making a certain amount of money.
No doubt.
This right here, to me, you know what I'm saying, this trump everything that, you know what I'm saying, you can think about, you know what I'm saying, as far as a father want to see a son accomplish.
So,
you know so
I got to stop you. So are you saying, you know what I'm saying, I want you to be sincere about what you're saying.
Sir.
So are you saying this means seeing him get this certificate means more than seeing him get a degree or a certificate from the white man from graduating high school or college?
Kind of what kind, sir? Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind.
Damn right.
This is what we doing here at Real Nigga University. Somebody a month ago, they say in the Real Nigga University, they came in the comments and said, "Can you graduate from this university?" You see that right there, don't you? You can. So big shout out to that. Any more on what there? Let's go back to this cat's interview. Now let's get into the rest of this interview that this brother, you know what I'm saying, that he did, right? And what he tried to do in the interview, you know what I'm saying, is he tried to big us up, you know what I'm saying, but talk shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? He tried to big us up and talk shit at the same time, which that's a double tongue man. You see what I'm saying? That man, we ain't letting that ride. Come on, Rama Salaki. Tell the brother, give us a few more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to break this video down. Go ahead, Scribe.
That they can be a part of the coalition. That
Don't stop.
the
You
world
don't
forward.
respect the organization.
And
you don't respect the organization if you saying, you know what I'm saying, we was terrified. Now, once again, this is what I'm saying about this double. You don't respect us. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, what you saying is a bunch of crap. Keep playing it out.
So I also did want to hear him out on a number of meaningful points that we agree on, namely the idea of building families, large families. And so, perhaps they'll be able to one day share their view. And if there's anyone from their organization or anyone who has any comments.
Stop right there. Y'all got to get me right on this. Listeners and everybody. Now, we just showed you in the email where the brother said no when we said to reschedule. And at the beginning of the tape, he just said we probably never do it again. But then right here, he said one day he would love to hear our perspective. So, brother, which is it? Do you want to hear our perspective or don't you? This is what I'm saying about the double tongue. Right. Y'all done.
If I could,
Please.
too, sir. You know what I'm saying? Just to pinpoint, you know what I'm saying, like what intrigues, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the men in the world about the ISUBK is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we believe because the scripture says that a man can have more than one wife, you know what I'm saying? And this intrigues a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? This is entice a lot of brothers to try to just hop on that perspective, because, you know what I'm saying, they just looking at, you know, I can have multiple women, you know what I'm saying, and to be right in the sight of God. But, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, you don't really care about learning the truth. You just care about that aspect of the truth.
Exactly. Go ahead, play it, Rod.
Their thoughts on the ISUPK movement, I'd be happy to let you come on and share your perspective. I do just want to share a couple brief points on that, and then I'll get to another live session that I think is far more important.
Stop right there. You heard him. He said he's gonna get to something else that's far more important. That once again, that's another low. You got to peep. You know what I'm saying? The shade that he's throwing. Man, Marquette, let me hip you to something, brother. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing more important than fixing blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, there is nobody on this earth more qualified to fix blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians than Commander General Yohana.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? So once again, you trying to big us up, but then you throwing shade. You know what I'm saying? When there's nothing, it's nothing more important, you know what I'm saying, than what we doing up in here.
That's right.
Because I want
real quick, just a small thing.
Please.
Him saying like how he said our acronyms it was even disrespectful. It was like, I don't really know them, so I'm gonna read it off like ISUPK. Like you ain't had a whole conversation with this brother for a whole 2 weeks about what's going on. So that like
it's theatrics, you know what I'm saying? And once again, you know what I'm saying, that's why the Lord say, you know what I'm saying, respect all men, you know what I'm saying? In order to get respect, man, just show respect. I wouldn't have called nobody name out there, but anyway, go ahead and play. Go keep playing. I'm playing the tape.
And that one, I'll start right after this one. And that one is basically sharing two stories from Atlanta, one of which was an experience with
cutting out alcohol and sugar is a dumb idea for men who want.
I think we got to go past that part. I think he was going to be talking about something else.
No, I want you to play.
And then a girl in Atlanta, a child.
You're talking about this part?
And I think these are very instructive as to how the Black Americans have ended up as they are today.
Yeah, around like the 330, 340 mark.
As they call it, Esau, not realizing
back it up some more. Right there.
But I can assure you that the Black peoples in America in particular, and even abroad, the diaspora, let's acknowledge, have been very crippled by religion. And we've not learned that in all of the years of the struggle of the American in these United States, they've basically been led by religious leaders and they've all failed. And what's more comical is
right
though
there.
you hear the
Now that right there, what he's saying is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And he say all religions, they have all failed. Here's the problem. The ISUPK is not a religion. That's right. You see what I'm saying? The ISUPK is the truth, meaning blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, our true identity is Israelites. Right. So that's a little different from a religion. Religion is, what Islam believe in. You know what I'm saying? Going to the holy city of Mecca, circling the rock, kissing the rock, treating the rock like it's your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Or the crescent moon, all that right there is religion. Or Easter and Santa Claus, all them different things is religion. But when you talking about the rules in the Bible, the laws, a law ain't got nothing to do with no religion. You know what I'm saying? So you right. He was right in that, saying that every movement, you know what I'm saying, up until the UPK have failed. And they have failed because ain't none of them cats was in the truth. Right. Malcolm X was a very talented oracle brother. You know what I'm saying? What religion was he in? Islam. Islam ain't gonna fix us. Martin Luther King, he was a Christian. Christianity ain't gonna fix us. So all the leaders before Commander General Yohana, they had failed at the job because they did not have the truth. You see what I'm saying? And brother, this UPK If you mark my words, this right here will not fail. This can't fail.
Right.
Because this is the last hope for our people. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I mean? Which is why we wanted to go on the show and want to go on different platforms. So, you know what I'm saying, the truth, you know what I mean, can be, you know, highlighted, you know what I mean, for our people to be able to come in and get to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead, play it.
The blacks constantly reference enslavement as something that was very bad. It seems as though they would do away with everything that occurred during enslavement because it was bad, except their Christianity, which they learned from their enslaver. And that's really a magical thing. That is one of the things I wanted to address with the ISUPK gentlemen, because they speak so vehemently against whites, or as they call it, Esau, not realizing a couple glaring contradictions, which I did not want to debate the gentleman. I just wanted to speak and learn a little bit more about their beliefs and perspective. But one of inconsistency I want to point out to all of you, and this is why Marquettism saves lives. You see, they say we read the King James Version Bible, which is ironic because King James is a white man.
Stop right there. That's a lie. You understand? Go ahead, RG. You got it.
Man, Cap, I was gonna say, like, he think we little niggas.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He think just because we masculine men with beards that we don't have a scholarship, that we don't know what we talk about. If we say King James is black, it's because we did the research. Right. You did it. Right. We can pull out the archaeology and the history and go through the nobility of the people of that time and prove without a shadow of a doubt that King James was a nigga.
Damn right. They're the good brother hand. Like Marquette, man, I'm a little disappointed in you, man, because I was watching the brothers, you know, shows and clips, you know, up until this point, you know what I'm saying? And you do great at checking them women, you know what I'm saying? I give you that, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this platform here, brother, you need to do more research on the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? You sat there and listened to IUIC, which is a group, you know what I'm saying, a break-off group. Now, I ain't gonna even say from the UPK, but the founder of their school, you know what I'm saying, he left the truth, left the UPK. You know what I'm saying? I think the early 2000s, joined some break-off group from the UPK, then went and start the IUIC. So I think you brothers is a little bit of ill-informed. You might want to do your research. The ISUPK has been here since 1969. Nigga, if we teach King James is black, you don't think since 1969 we did the research on that, like the brother is saying? You think that we would be teaching that King James is black if he wasn't black? Obviously, we would have overwhelming evidence that he's black. Like, what are you talking about? You a child. When it comes to the Bible, you should stay out of that field. This is our field here. You might want to ask your boy who battled Captain Mawaqad. What's his cat name? Fugazi. You know, he another cat that thought he knew the Bible. Ran it. Big shout out to Captain Mawaqad. You know what I'm saying? He ran into Captain Mawaqad and got a straight spanking. You know what I'm saying? And found out, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't know the Bible like he thought he did. Right. And my man, you do not know the Bible like you think you do. You know what I'm saying? We can set up debate. If a debate is what you want, debate is what you'll get, and you're gonna get spanked when it comes to that Bible.
Damn right.
Now you might be a cat that know how to go out and make a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's probably your field. But when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, this work of the Lord and the truth, brother, you out your zone with that one now.
Damn right.
I will on.
Kind of like you were saying, Cap, like that's our specialty.
Damn right.
That's what we do. And like cats like this, when it comes to scholarly research, y'all are little niggas.
Damn right. Damn right.
Damn right. Like you said, Cap, the Fugazi cat, Captain Mawaqad smashed him.
Yeah.
The Fresh and Fit cats. Kazak Ahmad and Captain Natazak completely smashed them. Like,
that's it.
You can talk all that intellect to women and average street niggas, but niggas from this organization, the ISUPK, you can't get away with it.
Damn right. And the whole thing about King James being like black, like this is actually common knowledge. You You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't really, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really nothing that's super hid. It's hid from the white man schools. He ain't gonna teach you that black people ruled in Europe for 1100 years during the dark ages. You know what I'm saying? We sit in white people's schools and we believe our whole existence was here in America. They don't teach us nothing beyond the slave ships. You know what I'm saying? So of course we don't know that we lived in Europe. We don't know where the hell we lived at. We go off whatever white people told us. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But of course, you know what I'm saying, the brothers, you know what I'm saying, starting with Abba Bivens and then the 7 heads, they did extensive research on this, man. Commander Jenny Hunter did extensive research on this. You know what I'm saying? This will be something easy to crush you in, you know what I'm saying, about King James being a so-called black man. Play the tape out.
Identify Esau, the white man, as essentially a devil, someone wicked, someone that's cursed. Yet they read the version of the Bible that was created by a white man. And then once you challenge them on that, what do? They move the goalposts, and then they claim that King James, who was king of what we call today United Kingdom, they claim that he was black, when we all know that he was not black, he was white. And what they're doing, they're blackwashing history. And this is unfortunate.
Stop right there.
If I could, Cap, he bring up history. He has no idea about history.
Real
we
talk.
Just in the UK, 2 summers ago,
right.
We went to King James Castle.
That's it.
In King James Castle, in the room that we ate in, it was called the Jacobite Hall.
That's it.
I'm sure he don't know what a Jacobite is.
Right.
A Jacobite is another name for Israelite.
That's it.
Meaning a descendant of Jacob. And it's in King James Castle.
That's it.
Jacobite is in his castle.
What's the name of that book where they show all the black
Russian
icons? Not Russian icons. It's another book, you know what I'm saying? I can't think of the name of it. But it's another book, you know what I'm saying, that shows Nature Knows No Color Lines. It's a book called Nature Knows No Color Lines, where they show all the black royal families that ruled, you know what I'm saying, during the dark ages in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is lost knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's not more important than the truth, but the fact of the matter is that black people, so-called Negroes, had a presence in Europe. People can call us niggas and try to downgrade us. What would America be without niggas? Like, what we talking about, man? We the greatest people. I mean, look at all the inventions that we done. You can't tell me the so-called Negro that living in America ain't a bad motherfucker, man. You can't tell me we ain't some bad motherfuckers. We wouldn't make this place great. Without us being here, this would be just some plain white country that nobody would be interested in. Give me a country in Europe nobody even give a damn about.
Iceland,
Bulgaria, Sweden. Who cares about what goes on in Sweden? Do anybody care? Even some of the popular Europeans, nobody cares about what the fuck goes on in Germany. Who cares? They make cars. Other than that, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is interested what goes down in America.
Right.
Why? Because we over here.
That's right.
Why? Because then the Bible will say, the Lord say, we are the salt of the earth. So without us, you know what I'm saying, this place will be nothing. So then why is it far-fetched to believe that niggas, you know what I'm saying, sat on thrones in Europe?
Right.
So if I may, I want,
please.
They didn't believe us. We brought this out, you know what I'm saying, since 1969, telling them about the Russian icons.
That's right.
But they didn't believe us. And then Putin go and bring it out, bring the whole thing out that we've been talking about. Now the world, we ain't as crazy as they thought we was.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, let's give it up. Give it up. Y'all done?
What he is just showing is just that, just like brothers out on the street, nothing is valid until a white man tells you.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Like
That's
just like what the brothers just brought out about Putin.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We've been breaking down that archaeology and all that stuff from the beginning of the school.
That's it.
But Putin says it now has validity. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
it. That's it. You know, and for the record, you know what I'm saying, another thing you need to be schooled on, which is common knowledge. He mentioned anything about King James writing the Bible yet?
We didn't get to that.
Oh, we didn't get to that part.
I think
Okay.
it's coming up right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead. Keep playing.
unfortunate because this is what we say the whites have done. We say they whitewash history, which they have in fact. European civilization.
I gotta get this cat. So if they whitewash history, why in the hell wouldn't they not whitewash that King James was a so-called black man? What are you talking about? Huh? You sit there and said they whitewash history. So which is it? I mean, come on now. I will
Cap. This probably a cat that believes in the Moors, and everybody know that the Moors were black people in Europe.
That's it.
I guarantee you, he believes in the Moors.
That's it.
But when we say King James was black, that's just he can't perceive that in his mind.
Real talk. Yeah, he can't perceive that in his mind because white supremacy, brother, is a drug like something you cannot believe. Like white, what I mean by that is white supremacy have robbed black people of their soul. And so by robbing us of our soul, we don't believe that nothing good can come from us.
Right.
Because we've been brainwashed for 400 years. Do you not understand that? Besides the hangings, the beatings, the rapings, the murdering, you know what I'm saying? They completely, you know what I'm saying, wiped out our mind. You understand? They took our mind and our soul from us by teaching us, by first giving us their names. We walking around with their names, their identity. They took our God from us, our language from us. They totally decapitated us mentally as a people. So we starting from scratch over in this place. The earth been around for at least 10,000 years, and everybody got thousands of years of knowledge. You so-called Negroes, our knowledge started in the 1600s. Meanwhile, everybody else, you know what I'm saying, got knowledge thousands of years beyond that. But and in the UK, we did the research and found out that was not true.
Damn right. So.
You know what I'm saying? Keep playing what we got.
Their leadership class, we're not talking about all Europeans, we're not talking about all whites, but their leadership class, they are very dishonest, very aggressive, and they have whitewashed history. And the reason Mawaqadism is far superior to any of these ideas you would find among any of the black peoples of the earth is because they don't have their own ideas. You'll find that black collectives, they'll sign on to Marxism, which is a Jewish white man. They'll sign on to Christianity, which
Marissa Tomei looks
I don't know what the hell we don't believe none of that way. Please.
It's so heavy.
Go ahead,
Ethiopians, but I've been to Ethiopia many times, most recently in a month and a half ago, and they have a white Jesus there. So that's essentially a white supremacist religion. They'll sign on to Islam, which is essentially the religion of the Arabs. And there's tremendous levels of racism within Islam. I've experienced it personally. I've traveled widely in the Middle East. And so they sign on to all these ideas that do not come from the black people. And not to say that it does, not to say that we need to racialize things, but what I want you to know is when you have a putative black supremacist religion where they say that the white man is Esau, the white man is cursed, the white man is all these bad things, yet you follow the King James Version of the Bible, which is by a white man. You read the Bible in English, which is a European language, and in fact is not the original language that the Bible was first propagated in.
So stop it right there. Get me right on. Okay, if we teach that the white man is the devil, and that we need to separate from the white man, how is it that we follow the white man? Can anybody here get me right on that? Y'all were done.
Even his reasoning out of one for us speaking, you know what I'm saying, in English, which we live in a country where the majority of the people in this country speak the English language. If we go out on the street, speaking ancient Hebrew, everybody's gonna look at us like we got three heads.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like this cat here, I mean, like Mawaqad, man, you got to be, brother, you simple. I know you got. I guess you got some following Mawaqadism. I don't even know. Send me 10 rules from how Mawaqadism will help me. Send that to me. Let me look it over. You know what I'm saying? But how in the hell are we following a so-called white man when white people not even allowed in our school? We have no associate. Like all of us work jobs and we work with white people and all that. We see them, kind to them, this, that, and other, and the fourth. But when it comes to us as an organization, white people are not allowed in our organization.
Damn right.
If you ain't Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you're not allowed in here. So please inform me, you know what I'm saying, on how we following them if they not even allowed up in here. Like that would make sense for Christians, not black Christians. They following the white man. They following the philosophy of his religion. So they follow him. But we are totally, we totally separate from that. Even you calling us black supremacists, you know what I'm saying? So a person who's a black supremacist, he damn sure wouldn't be for black supremacy and white supremacy. Right. That will be totally. So once again, you're saying things, brother, that do not make sense. I will on.
Kev, I think he trying to say because we read the King James version of the Bible, by default we follow white people,
right?
Not knowing. Okay, let's say if King James was Chinese,
right?
If he was East Indian,
right?
It really don't even matter if he's black or not. He did not write the Bible. He did not edit. He didn't edit the Bible.
That's it.
King James got about 50 scholars to translate the Bible.
That's it.
From the Greek and Latin.
That's it.
Into English.
That's it.
That was it. That was all.
That's it. That's it. And what Officer Iwalum said, this is common knowledge. On a lot of King James Bibles, it'll tell you the whole story of why he translated the Bible in the first place, because it was written in a language that the people of that time could not understand. So he had the Bible translated in English so the people could understand what the hell they was reading, which is what he mentioned in here about us. You know what I'm saying? Speaking Hebrew. We speak Hebrew in here, you dummy. You know what I'm saying? But why in the hell will we go out, like Yaradan was just saying, why would we go out on the street and get to speak in ancient Hebrew to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians saying they've been robbed of their language? Like the brother just said, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Once again, you know, this is what you call a smart dummy. That's like right. Just because you get the white man's education, it don't make you intelligent. That's because you get the white man, a hold of the white man's money, it don't make you intelligent. Just because you got a podcast with a bunch of subscribers that follow you, it don't make you intelligent. You are saying things, brother, that do not make sense. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like we speak in English to the brothers and sisters because they don't speak Hebrew. In order for them to speak Hebrew, they could come to our lovely Lashawan Quadash class, you know what I'm saying, which means holy tongue, and they could come learn the language that was stolen from us 400 years ago when our people was brought over here on slave ships. But for the life of me, why would we go out there and get to teaching the people on the street who don't know Hebrew, start teaching them in Hebrew? They wouldn't understand nothing what we would be saying. And the Bible teaches you, you know what I'm saying, to not do that in the first place. So you don't understand the Bible. You know what I'm saying? If nobody understands what the hell you saying, why would you speak in a language that the people don't understand? Like, but you got a ton of education. You talking about, is that what Marquettism teaches? Live alone,
man. Cap, this cat, he reminds me of like a ball player that just don't have fundamentals. Like you try to do all the crossovers and everything like that, but you can't make a left hand layup.
That's it.
Like,
that's it.
You got to start with the base knowledge, and then it's cool to go to college and get your PhD and everything like that.
That's it.
But if you don't have the fundamentals down packed, then it's pointless.
Listen, man, we throwing it out here now. You know what I'm saying? Me versus you in the debate. You know what I'm saying? Marquettism. You know what I'm saying? Versus the ISUBKism.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And see who's belief or doctrine or whatever you want to call it. See which one is better for black people. Why don't we do that? You know what I'm saying? And we'll find out who the real coward is. You know what I'm saying? Play some more to take, Rod.
Ironically, you're reading the same Bible that many white Christians read. And most importantly, you're essentially following the example of those you call white supremacists. You're following their religion. You're reading from the same book. And here's the kicker. And this is the great irony. I know there's a lot of religious folks watching right now who they're like taking notes, trying to think about how they can contradict what I'm saying, but you cannot. The Arabs, one thing I respect about Islam as it's taught is they say, if you would like to really get to the heights of this deen, this religion, you must learn Arabic. This is the original language that the message came down to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. However, you'll hear the Hebrew Israelite, give me chapter 34, verse 5. In the holy book of Galatians, it says, ye, thou,
do as says thou said, it's commanded.
And they'll, be very militant with their repeating of this.
Stop right there. Well, listen, I once again, he did say something that was correct as well. You know what I'm saying? The holy book of niggalation. Give Mawaqad a hand on that.
That's a t-shirt, Cap. That's a t-shirt, Cap.
Holy book of niggalation. You understand? And the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we gonna give you a clap for that, Mawaqad, you know what I'm saying, because the Bible is the book of the niggas.
Damn right.
You understand? So you was writing that. And since you was calling out scriptures like how we call it out, I'm gonna call it out right there. Give me Acts 13:1. You know what I'm saying? We gonna prove to you, you know what I'm saying, that the Bible, you know what I'm saying, is the book of niggas because it's written in the records.
Okay.
Now, if a white man wrote this, he did a hell of a thing by writing that the prophets was niggas. Because we about to read in the Bible and show you, you know what I'm saying, that the word nigga is in the Bible. Something that your preacher ain't ever gonna show you and probably have never showed you, but you're gonna learn here tonight that is there. You understand, Ramon? Please.
It's on the back wall as well.
Damn right. Real Nigga University on the back wall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Acts 13:1 is on the wall.
Oh, Acts 13:1. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. Anybody got it?
I got it, Cap.
Read it, because I want.
Captain Mawaqad. Acts chapter 13, verse 1.
Read it.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
Certain what?
Prophets and teachers.
Let's find out what these prophets and teachers were called. Read.
Captain Mawaqad. As Barnabas and Simeon.
Come on.
That was called Niger.
Spell that out.
Niger.
Spell it out again.
Niger.
Niger is a Latin word that means what? Black. If you get an old Webster's dictionary, you know what I'm saying, and look up the word niggas, they used to have the word nigga. They took it out now. You know what I'm saying? But if you get an old Webster's dictionary that had the word nigga in it, and when you read the definition of that word, it would tell you that the word nigga came from the Latin word niger. You understand? Which is what the prophets of the Lord were. That's just one scripture. We can go through about 20 scriptures showing you that the people in the Bible was niggas. We can show you Jesus Christ was a black man. We can show you, according to the Bible, God is a black man. We can show you, you know what I'm saying, King Solomon. I mean, it's all through the Bible. It explains what color, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites were all through the Bible.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know what I'm saying, this was brought out by none other than the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got a ton of fake Israelite groups out there now that trying to, you know, trying to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody who don't play in the NBA saying, this is the NBA. You get there, you be like, nah, this ain't no NBA, man. Yeah, right. This is a fabrication of the real league. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
No, if I may, well, just he'll be what he was just saying, because he was denouncing, you know, Islam and Christianity as he should. Right. But once he mentioned Prophet Muhammad, he went and said the mantra that the Arabs be saying. Like you said, oh, Prophet Muhammad, oh, peace be upon him. Well, if you're denouncing Islam, then why would you even say the last part?
Yeah.
From my point, he just trying to say anything he could say to make himself look validated.
And once again, now while we breaking this tape down, it ain't about just this cat here. It's a million cats like this cat right here that try to speak down on the truth. They try to speak down on the great work that the Israelite brothers is doing. Listen, contrary to popular beliefs, as far as blacks and Hispanics in America, the Israelite movement in itself, I ain't just saying the ISUBK, I'm saying there's black people finding out that they Israelites in themselves is the biggest movement in the country for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, ISUBK is the home of the truth.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, you got a ton of fake groups out there, but as far as black and Hispanics finding out that they Israelites, that got to be the biggest movement, you know what I'm saying, amongst black people that's out. Get me right on that. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, y'all done.
If I could too,
Please.
sir, I just want to big up on, you know what I'm saying, Captain Mawaqad, you know what I'm saying?
Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
Because this brother, even though this brother came at him sideways, he's handling even this response with integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Most
like
High
just
Christ,
showing the things, you know what I'm saying, this brother was flawed at, you know what I'm saying, not trying to, you know what I'm saying, disparage this brother and what he got going on. Like he said, we had a whole podcast. We didn't even mention this whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We didn't mention nothing about, you know what I'm saying, no rescheduling, none of that, none of that fact, you know what I'm saying? Which we had the facts and all the receipts to prove, you know what I'm saying, what happened.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? But we didn't mention those things.
That's right.
But this brother, you know what I'm saying, had came at Capt Mawaqad sideways, and he's still handling this with integrity. That's a real man of God.
Most
You know what I'm saying?
most of Christ. Go ahead, Ross.
Sacred text that was edited by King James, the people he assigned, a European, a white European. That is a translation of.
I know it's a ton of people.
Probably a text that was in German, which maybe before that was in Hebrew.
Did you hear what he just said, Cap?
Stop it.
He said that the ancient text was translated from German.
From Hebrew.
He pulled that out his ass.
Get the people right on that, IG.
I don't know where he got German from, but the Bible, King James translated the Bible from Greek and Latin.
That's it.
German, like you said earlier in the show, he's showing he's losing credibility.
That's it.
Like he's just talking shit. He probably used to getting away with shit like this.
Right.
Brothers that don't know no better.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That listen, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, he's saying a ton of things that's totally off. But if you look at his face, he don't even care that the shit he's saying is totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. But go ahead, Ross.
Aramaic, and they're so into their religion, yet they wouldn't take out the time to learn Hebrew.
If I could, Cap.
Go ahead.
Only with that. Okay.
Please.
He don't know that Aramaic is Paleo Hebrew, and we have the whole goddamn alphabet on the wall, and we teach it every Friday.
Around the globe.
We got Aramaic on the wall.
I wish there's a way we could show that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Play it. Please. Play it, Rod.
Or Aramaic, or something that would get them closer to the truth of the text. Instead, they read it in English. Why? Because that's easy. Why? Because these are not the brightest stars in the sky, respectfully. And you might think that.
Right. Stop right there. You know, go ahead, y'all. What you gonna say?
I just you know, saying, like you said, the hypocrisy this cat come with.
That's right.
You know, what I'm saying, he's gonna, you know, saying sideways give you the slap.
Right.
You know, what I'm saying, when, you know, saying every Saturday, you know, what I'm saying, we in here teaching the Sabbath service.
That's it.
And reading and what I don't want, if you could get me straight on that.
The ancient Hebrew.
If I may, like, he's talking about that we don't read anything besides English. Aren't all our names, including Mawaqad, not English?
he got if you go to this video and say Captain Mawaqad.
That's not English.
ISUBK. Mawaqad is an ancient Aramaic Hebrew word, my man. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you listen, you done this to yourself. And listen, this is what happened to most people that come up against the ISUBK. Everybody that come up against the ISUBK, because this is the home of the truth, everybody that come up against this thing that we doing make an ass out of themselves.
That's right.
And Marquette, brother, you made an ass out of yourself, for no reason, because once again, the things with the interviews that didn't happen, you know, I wanted to do the interview. You know what I'm saying? It was no issue. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't reschedule. Okay, cool. We was moving on. I wasn't even gonna mention it. I didn't mention it. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't, even though we was supposed to get it done, man. There's a ton of interviews that we didn't done before that's gonna come in the future, and I think you a little bit you in your mind you're a little bit more important than you think.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? And that's your problem. You got a lot of pride, and the Bible says this: pride cometh before destruction. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So a brother like you know what I'm saying? Before you mention my name or you mention ISUBK name, what you want to do is you want to humble yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you making this clip right here, you just showed, you know what I'm saying, you know, how simple you are.
That's right.
You understand? And that you really don't know what the hell you talking about. Because I won.
Cap, also, Also paraphrase the scripture.
Please.
Bible says for the Lord said for this very reason he rose Pharaoh up
Damn
so
right.
he can show his power. This brother think he got all this power.
Yeah.
He don't understand that he's dealing with the Lord right now.
That's it.
The Lord gonna bring him right on down.
That's it.
That's
That's a heavy point.
Come on, Rod.
It's distasteful or rude or impolite to state that some people are just not the stars in the sky, but it's necessary because we're beyond the time where we can be polite. And the reason I point that out to you is the following. I think this was Dostoevsky said this, and someone please do correct me because I like to
skip to. Yeah.
Man, Cap, these type of cats, if you don't have a bow tie, a suit and tie, if you ain't got on dress shoes, in their mind, you're just unintelligent. You're a gorilla. In their mind, you're just a walking dumbass. A masculine man can have any level of scholarship. You got to look like him to be smart.
That's it. Like, and listen, one of the big problems here in America, you know what I'm saying, is the whole, everybody so worship money.
Right.
Everything is money. But then everybody claims to believe in Christ.
Right.
Christ was poor.
Right.
His father was a carpenter.
Right.
Christ wasn't no rich man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that Christ had that no other man had was the knowledge.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Christ had the knowledge on how to do what? Repair a nation that had been lost.
That's
which is
right.
why Christ said in the Bible, I am not sent, but meaning only unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
You understand, right? Christ was on the scene to repair the royal families, the 12 tribes who had lost their identity. You know what I'm saying? During the time Christ was on the scene, the Romans was ruling over our people at that particular time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he ain't have a ton of cash. So you don't need cash money to fix black people account for trillions of dollars here in America. Do we not? Are we in the ghetto destroyed? So obviously money ain't the solution.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? What is the solution for black people? A moral compass. How do we get that moral compass? Learning our identity. How do we learn our identity? From the prophets and teachers. We just read in the Bible that the prophets and teachers was called Niga. What are the prophets and teachers teaching that will fix us? The truth. Where does the truth come from? The God of the niggas, man. That's right. The Most High. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord ain't said you needed a ton of cash to teach the truth. Play it. Go. I'm sorry. Go,
come on, if I may, like this is an example of how we just can't be following everybody.
That's it.
You understand? Like the scriptures say, study yourself to be approved.
That's it.
You understand? This brother has shown that he doesn't take any initiative into understanding what the hell he's about to say.
That's it.
Like, as you say, he's talking about we don't know any other language besides English,
right?
Whatever the case would be. He's talking about all the things that we so-called don't do, and that King James is a white man. He doesn't even do extensive research.
That's it.
He's the type to just take things at face value, or the teachings that come from America and the government and social media, and just speak about it at face value. He doesn't dig deep into nothing. That's what all the black leaders of America do.
Yeah, but you gotta remember when a black person, you know what I'm saying, goes and get a degree, like this is why getting a degree, we ain't shaming people that get a degree, but some people that get degree, they get degree drunk, is what I like to call it. Meaning when they get a degree from the white man, they believe as a black and Hispanic person, they don't need to go nowhere else beyond that degree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get a degree, you get a degree for that specific field. If it's auto mechanics, you got a degree in auto mechanics. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, degree in art or a degree in sociology. That means you got a degree in that. But when you gonna get a degree, you know what I'm saying, in the Lord's education?
That's right.
When you gonna get a degree about your identity?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you gonna get a degree about your past that's been lost?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you gonna dive, you know what I'm saying, into those things, and those are the things that's really what's gonna fix us. Getting a degree is cool. We got brothers and sisters that got degrees. Captain Mawaqad just graduated law school, PhD. This brother just went and got we got brothers in here and sisters in here that got PhDs, but they still humble themselves when it comes to the knowledge of the Lord, because they don't take the white man's education and put it above God's education. You dumb nigga.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A bun is damn near a damn rocket scientist.
Damn right. Right. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Play it, Rob.
Just had to state that because I know we have some black racists in the audience, and I want to clarify a few things about racism and why that's no part of my ideology. But you can get a young man to fight and die for the truth, but you cannot get a young man to take 5 years to study and figure out what the truth is.
Stop right there.
So,
what's up? What you gonna say?
No, that was like
Avalon.
Trying to say we don't study.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And once again, this goes to show that the brother does not. He don't have any clue of what the ISUPK is. If you look on the round table, a true symbol right there, you got the ISUPK, right, which is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and then you also got One West, which is the original address of our first building that we had. Right. But then right up under One West, you got 1969. Which means that this is when this school has got established. So to sit there and say we ain't gonna take 5 years to go do some research, once again, brother, you didn't obviously take 5 minutes to research who the ISUPK was.
Right.
You didn't take 5 minutes to research who Captain Mawaqad was.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you done, then you'd have known, you know what I'm saying, what it took to build this school. You know what I mean? All the work and toil that it takes to build, like any university. Right. You know what I'm saying? You go to the university, the things that you learn in there come from people who put work in 30 years down the line. And so you didn't need to be there 30 years to learn what they learned because they did the groundwork.
That's right.
So the thing that a brother come learn here in the ISUPK, this come from brothers who started this shit 50 years ago. So you understand? So the groundwork already been put in. You need to get more educated on what the UPK is, my man.
That's right.
Like once again, your cold credibility is totally off. You know what I'm saying? Like you should. I don't know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got somebody feeding you this information, if you do, brother, they totally dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna say something about?
Yeah,
please.
just if I could, sir.
Please.
It just to back up what you're saying is this cat, you know what I'm saying, he felt like he was getting somebody that was lower than him to come on his podcast.
Exactly.
And he ain't have to take the time to do no research and study that these brothers actually know what they talking about.
Damn right.
You know
Damn
right.
Come on, Rod.
So what I'm explaining to you is that it's so easy to make people passionate patriots, passionate nationalists, passionate Muslims. You get them to fight in jihad. You get them to strap explosives to their chest. You get them to do all of these things in the name of their God or in the name of their cause. But as soon as you start questioning them and having a conversation about why are you fighting? Who's up against you? Who is this great Satan that you speak of? What have they really done? You find that they don't know. There's so much confusion there. And what I'm challenging you guys with is the idea that
what is this cat talking about? I belong
to say that if you didn't even have the interview with us is just a total arrogance. The brother ain't had one conversation with us to even pick our brain and see what level we on. He just see a bunch of niggas.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy what you brought out. You wanted us to come in and do the interview, ask us those questions. You didn't have the interview, or whatever the case may be, which is we just showed the receipts. You know what I'm saying? We missed the times, and then you still didn't want to have it, but then you go make a video to talk shit and try to shame the truth. That's what this video is about. And that's the reason why we doing a whole breakdown on this, because we ain't gonna let you and nobody else shame the work of the Lord.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And all the hard work that been put into establish the ISUPK.
Right.
Nigga, the enemy, you know what I'm saying, is the so-called white man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And when we go out there on the streets and teach, or when we have class, or when we have a podcast, what are we fighting against? We fighting against the demon of white supremacy.
That's right.
And what is the biggest demon of white supremacy? Religion.
That's right.
Religion. I just talked to a sister just the other day. She said she was a Christian. She was 35 years old. I said, how long you been a Christian? She said 35 years. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, what color is Christ? I just gave her a simple question. I say, well, what color is Christ? She said, he ain't got no color.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she said, I say, well, sis, I said, you ever met a man that ain't had no color? You see what I'm saying? Now we sitting up here laughing, but this is what Black Christians believe. Christian dogma. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that we've been like, again, our slave master been teaching us this religion since slavery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And we believe these things of what we learn in Christianity knee deep in our heart and our mind. We believe these things. So for the brother to ask us what we fighting against, brother, we fighting against a demon that have destroyed our people for 400 years.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That we fighting against the lies that been put into our people's head by teaching them the truth. So once again, like our alum just brought out, these things, brother, could have been asked of us in the interview, not missed the interview. You know what I'm saying? We missed the interview you had set up. You know what I'm saying? Then we asked you to reschedule. We could have did this virtually. You know, we ain't had to be in it. I offered to come do the studio, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought that would be a better look. You see what I'm saying? And then I thought you were sincere about trying to learn about who we were. Like, again, once the interview was over, I was going to invite the brother to the Passover. But it goes to show you wasn't sincere about trying to learn what we're about, you know what I'm saying, or what the truth is about. You really just a black man, you know what I'm saying, that want to hate on something that's so beneficial to black people, man. You know what I'm saying? But teaching these brothers and sisters and giving them a moral code that they do not have. Black people, I'm coming to you, priest. Black people, you know what I'm saying, haven't learned a moral code from Christianity. Christianity is the one that dropped the ball on fixing us. How in the hell you gonna teach black people a moral code when the first thing that you teaching is God's laws is done away with? Once Jesus Christ came, you ain't got to keep God's law. How in the hell they gonna get a moral code from that? Like the things they teaching in the church are splitting black families together. You wonder why these young boys being rushed to early grades or being rushed to prison, you know what I'm saying? It's because in the church they teaching women, if you unevenly yoked with a man, you could divorce him. When you go in the New Testament, Christ said out of his own mouth, there is no divorce. So what Christ is you follow? Right. I don't understand that. How you saying you divorcing, you know what I'm saying, like something you cannot believe when the man you claim you love said in the Bible that there's no divorce.
Right.
In the Bible. So what Bible you read? You ain't, here's the point, you ain't reading. You just sitting up there. Picture this. Our people following a religion that where they ain't even reading what's in there. They following a religion where some cat just getting up there talking. And these preachers getting up there lying every goddamn Sunday. And you asking us what we fighting against. Well, you act like you know Christ. You know what I'm saying? Well, who was Jesus Christ's biggest enemy when he was on the scene according to the Bible? The religious institutions of black people.
That's right.
Better known as the Sadducees and Pharisees. The Sadducees and Pharisees were the religious leaders during that time. Those was Jesus Christ's biggest enemy. Jesus Christ called them vipers in the Bible. He called them hypocrites in the Bible.
Right.
He called them a ton of different names in the goddamn Bible, like we call them in the Bible. The Christian, the black and the Latino religious leaders, man, they the worst thing amongst black people, man. They are the epitome why we so fucking destroyed in America, man. They doing the white man job for them. The white man ain't got to come teach you no lie, because these niggas sitting on the podium every Sunday lying and turning all our sons into fucking homosexuals, nigga. Right. And you sitting back talking about what the fuck we doing. Nigga, what the fuck you doing with that garbage ass Marquettism, nigga? Sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, ain't did an inch of fucking research on nothing. Don't ever speak my motherfucking name, nigga. Damn, you better do the research on me, boy. General Commander General Hunter called me the Midwest Monster Mayhem, and I ain't trying to say that to big up myself, nigga. He called me that based on the work we done put in. You know what I'm saying? Then you mentioned something about talking like I'm from Philadelphia. Which, again, you ain't did no research. You ain't did nothing. I'm not even in Philly, you dumbass. I'm in Chicago. Why you thinking? What are we talking about? The ISUBK got schools in damn near every state in America. While you sitting there talking about Philly, you don't know what you talking about. But once again, this cat is an airhead. You understand? Like many airheads that try to come up against the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Listen, this strong got me a little Salakia. But this is for any man in any organization. Anybody try to come up against the ISUBK or stand in the way of what we're doing, you're going to get crushed. You're going to get your world destroyed. And why you going to get your world destroyed? Because the Most High is with us. That's right. And like the Bible say, if God is with us, who in the hell could come up against us? That's right. Who could stop us if the God up in heaven is with the ISUBK? That's right. Nobody. Right. So you sit back and just watch. Marquette is.
Salakia, that's so heavy what you're saying, because as I watched the full video for the 99th time, because of course I had to watch it every single day, all day to get things out of it. This brother is terrified. He never wanted to really do a video, interview with us. Right. This brother is terrified. How do I know that? The brother would have never made this video if he wasn't terrified. He would have never made it. So that was it on that.
I belong.
If I could add to Ramawan's point,
please.
Only if I could, Cat. This is the brother in high school that used to get bullied by niggas that look like us. And then
that's what it is.
Cap, later on in life, he found out that he can use his intellect to bully niggas that look like us.
That's it.
And that's what he thought he was gonna do with us. He thought we just some brainless gorilla on the street.
Yeah.
Not knowing, brother, we have more knowledge. We not using our muscles.
That's it.
Nigga, we gonna use our brain to crush you.
That's it. Right. That's it, man. Listen, we can go ahead and stop this. Let's play the clips, you know what I'm saying, from the rest of the clips from Passover week, you know what I'm saying, to highlight what we was doing down in Atlanta. Matter of fact, let's take a 5-minute break and we're gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, with Kazak Ahmad, and we're gonna play some clips, you know what I'm saying, from Passover week. Hold on, hang tight. We know we over the time, you know what I'm saying, but hang with us, hang late, you know what I'm saying, with us. We'll be right back right here on the Round Table of Truth.
Back row.
just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tech, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. That's that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the score in my whole life. My whole life.
All right, this is Rooted Speech, man. We got Captain Mawaqad in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rooted Speech, man. I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slip throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka, equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot ya. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not in China. My conglomerate wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm throughout pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring karma. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down or we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designers charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West.
Hey, Shalom Israel, we back on the set. Give it up, you know what I mean? So we was gonna bring Officer Kazak Ahmad on, but the brother had some prior engagements that he needed to tend to. So he gonna join us on Sunday. Just to let everybody know, this Sunday we're gonna be doing a round table of truth breakfast special, you know what I'm saying, at 11 a.m. to 1. We're gonna have some sausages, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some biscuits with the gravy. You got some gravy with the biscuits? You got some mimosas? Mimosas. Sisters, can we get the mimosas in there?
You know, if the captain requests it,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna have some turkey sausages there. Hopefully, Lord, some beef, bacon, some biscuits with the gravy, with the butter. Crack the. You got to crack the biscuit open, slide the butter right in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Some egg, real burger, right? We gonna have some eggs, even though I don't eat eggs. Brothers eat the eggs. You know what I'm saying? We are gonna be getting it in Sunday. You know what I'm saying? 2 days from now, Sunday round table truth. Breakfast special, man. We're gonna do it live, go over some stories, get it in, you know what I'm saying? This work don't stop. You ever done?
If I could, I don't want to just, you know what I'm saying, you know, I know everybody was probably looking at the round table, you know what I'm saying, expecting to hear something about, you know what I'm saying, what we call him, Uncle Shay Shay.
Uncle Shay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you can tune in on Sunday and get Uncle Shay Shay, but this Capt Mawaqad just showed that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, that these guys that you looking up to, you know what I'm saying, they got all this money and all this podcast and all this renown where you watching their podcasts all the time. They don't have the knowledge of the brothers that, you know what I'm saying, actually, you know what I'm saying, is in the work of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that's studying the Bible, that's actually doing what it takes to be, you know what I'm saying, a man of integrity, a black man, you know what I'm saying, in this wicked society that's not gonna follow the rules that y'all follow. You know what I'm saying? These cats don't know nothing about what the Most High want for a black man in this society. You gotta
that's what you're saying. I just want to put that on what you were saying, because in this society, you know, black men and Hispanic men, all we ever taught is to chase money.
That's right.
You know, you ever heard somebody say, "Get money, get money"? You know what I'm saying? Well, we have Commander General Yohana has proven that the knowledge of the truth is more important than money.
That's right.
We sitting here in this lovely podcast studio. We also sitting in here in a school, you know what I'm saying, where we teach brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, their identity, teach them the rules that's going to help them live. You know what I'm saying? And when you come up in here, brothers and sisters in here, they don't experience the life that black and Hispanic people experience outside of the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in here don't get murdered. Brothers in here don't go to prison. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in here barely get a ticket, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody in here is instructed to wear their goddamn seatbelt. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, you cannot, you know what I'm saying, come up against something so thorough, which is the best thing that ISUB have going for us is the brotherhood, man.
That's right. That's right.
This brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can compare to it. So,
Come on. So, and also, we're not only in the studios, we're not only in the schools and teaching classes. We also go out into the streets and teach our people amidst the white man society.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, for anyone in the Chicagoland area, we will be downtown on Michigan Avenue from 1 p.m. until, and we're gonna be out there deep, speaking against the atrocities the so-called white man has done to us and the ways and the solutions to get about the hell we live in today.
That's right. So just what's get the address from Ryan right quick?
I can grab it real quick.
So we're gonna be on the Mag Mile, y'all know we speak on the streets. Y'all know what Israelites do. We're gonna be on Mag Mile tomorrow from 1 p.m. until, you know what I mean? So come out there, catch us live, speaking on the streets. Come talk to the brothers. Come get a flyer. You know what I'm saying? These brothers out there cold. Come bring them some hot chocolate, some hell, I don't know. Bring them some water, something. Show some, you know what I mean, some brotherhood, sisterhood. But you come talk to us, meet us in person, and see if we weird. A lot of people try to scare y'all from the Israelites and say we weird and we mean this and that. Man, come sit and have a conversation with some real niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, please.
Come. We're gonna be on Michigan Ave. The address is 435 Michigan Ave, Chicago, Illinois, 60611. We'll be there, like Capt Mawaqad said, from 1 p.m. until.
That's right. You know what I mean? Also, big shout out to Captain Mawaqad in Milwaukee. They're gonna be joining us at camp. IHBK gonna be Saturday. That's our biggest camp day. It's gonna be in damn near every major city in America. We're gonna be out there teaching live on the street, encouraging people to bring your knowledge.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So you can get crushed.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But now, say you don't want to battle and get crushed, just sit out there and learn.
Damn right.
Come
son.
get a fly, and most importantly, man, come on to class, man. Let's go ahead and build this nation how it's supposed to be.
Damn right. Damn right, sir.
So with that being said, we're gonna play a few clips from the Passover week down there in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Which
sir.
these are clips we about to show you. It kind of made it impossible for us to really do an interview beyond the times that we had tried to schedule for the brother. You know what I mean? So please,
So
you
like,
got it,
if I may,
Ramon.
sir.
You got it.
Yes, like real quick, because I just wanted to put this one verse out before,
Please.
just off the because he said we was what do you call it, we was black racist or whatever, black washing. I just want to put one verse out because it just show you how destroyed we are as people. This Ecclesiastes 10:7.
Come on.
It said, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Like this just show you how destroyed he is, because the brother is he's a prince.
Yeah,
and he don't even know it.
That's right.
Because he'd rather deal with slaves that's on the horses.
That's it.
Instead of the ones that's on the ground doing the work.
Yeah.
Lucky. That's
Listen, a brother like him, and many of our people that's like him, man, they gonna cry crocodile tears when America get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like any kingdom, America, you know what I'm saying, is an empire. You know what I'm saying? Like the British Empire. Who can tell me what happened to the British Empire? Anybody knows? It failed. It ain't hit no more. Before the British Empire, what empire you had before that? Rome. Where Rome at? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me? It ain't hit no more. Well, before that, it was the Greek Empire. Can anybody tell me what happened to the Greek Empire? It ain't here. Before that, you had the Ottoman Turk Empire. What happened to that? It ain't here. Who else we had? Babylonian Empire.
Oh, God.
You see the Babylonian Empire anywhere?
Lies.
Do you see the Egyptian Empire? All these empires failed. Every last one of them. And so what makes you think America is going to go on forever? You think this is the one kingdom? Do you really think in your simple mind that God is with America? All this evil that this place is doing, these people doing, all the wickedness that's here, people talking about, don't call them a man or a woman, they. Call me they. I'm they. Yeah. Men, you know what I'm saying, cutting off their rods and turning their rod into a vagina. Women, you know what I'm saying, walking around, you know what I'm saying, they used to have a vagina, now they got some form of a penis down there, which ain't really no penis. You see what I'm saying? Our children is totally confused. This country basically is the bloodline of this place is basically prison.
Right.
You think God is with this place? All this evil here? I mean, come on, man.
I was gonna say, like back in the day, on the dollar bills, they used to put "In God We Trust," as if they actually serve God and follow God.
Yeah.
After a while, they said, "No, there's no point of us lying like that."
Yeah.
They took that right off the dollar bill.
They don't put that on the dollar bill.
No,
No,
it's not on the bill no more.
Damn. They say, well, we know we ain't following God. Now, what they should put on the back of the dollar is "In Satan we trust," because this kingdom here of America, this is a satanic kingdom.
That's
and
right.
because it's satanic, according to the Bible, Micah 2:10, God is going to wipe America off of the face of the earth.
That's right.
And they deserve it. Let's play the tape, Raj.
That's up. That's up. You allow someone to come to this school who has not earned it.
It's why we missed the interview.
I pray you have not polluted our race with weak men. You haven't brought power to here, have you?
It's the same thing.
My honor, I tried my best to make these men suffer, to put them in great travail and great pain. I have broken their limbs and spilled their blood.
Let me tell you this thing.
done one thing. It is extremely difficult to do. I have proved their friendship. That's right. These men are friends, sir. These men are friends. These men have proved their loyalty. They proved their internal strength, their discipline. They still have the test of loyalty. That's just time, sir. You know better than me. The test of loyalty takes time. These men have earned their right to be considered officers in the Israelites too. I would like to present them to you, sir. Please. It's amazing what you've done here today with these great officers. If I may, I'd like to call up the captains who have brought these men forward for this great test. I saw them on the field a couple of days ago, and I saw no weakness in the work you're being done.
Yeah.
Captain Mawaqad, General Generals, I present to you the Hebrew Academy class
Where that come
2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, play the clips for everybody.
We damn near about time to be outside in the stadium, Cap. We running out of space indoors.
Listen, Lord allow next year be in the arena.
Go.
Get some! Get some!
Y'all got everything. I told y'all to leave me alone.
You follow my lead.
Stay in the air.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
You guys enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Give me 100 push-ups. Let's go.
that wall like you got rat niggas blood.
Yeah.
Do as many as you can. Let's go.
You at?
35. You got a good number. You might have to just tap off. Just tap off.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Give me 100 push-ups. Let's go.
that wall like you got rat niggas blood.
Is that the same, brother?
No, that's the same one.
Do as many.
Hey man, listen, while we waiting on the clip, you know what I'm saying? Once again, you know, like we said before, you know what I'm saying? Get me right on this. You know what I mean? What we just witnessed here. You know what I'm saying? The Passover itself. And man, listen, the children, what we had down there? The children's party. We had the black
Lamb
party,
slaughter.
the lamb slaughter. What else we had?
Graduation.
The graduation.
Classes, General
Muhammad class. I mean, it's
Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Feast of Unleavened Bread. So many things that took place that week. If you're a Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you should damn near be ashamed that you missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could have been any place in the world, Atlanta, Georgia, during that week we had the Passover was the place to be.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Listen, I wasn't for sure missing all of this glorious stuff here for no interview. You know what I'm saying? And so that's it, man. I think we pretty much spoke on that as much. Go ahead.
So like Cap, I was gonna say the one thing we ain't talked about, we packed out the atrium. I don't know if brothers did understand. Literally, we was bulging out the door. We done packed the atrium out for the all black party.
It was no room.
Right.
Everybody couldn't even fit into where the performance was. Brothers had to, and then when you walked outside, we was packed out there. You know what I'm saying? So basically, man, this truth is growing. Brothers and sisters are seeing, you know what I'm saying, where the home of the truth is. And you know, it's time that the truth get recognized. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Capt Mawaqad, all the brothers, you know what I'm saying, who work with him down there in Atlanta. Yarmaya and his whole team, the Atlanta brothers down there, sisters as well. Listen, y'all did an excellent job of hosting the nation. Doing the past, we didn't, of course, in Chicago, we hosted the 5 weekend. 5 weekend ain't got nothing on Passover. Passover is a whole different monster. You know what I'm saying? Where the Lord choose to have the Passover next year, who knows? We would like to have it. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Here in the Midwest in Chicago, Commander Jenny Adams, like it. But wherever it may be, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be for sure, glorious. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know what I'm saying, until the next Passover, if we make it to the next Passover, because get me right on this IG, you know what I'm saying, the Third World War looking like it's about to kick off any day. Get me right on this.
Yeah, if I could, Cap, man, anything can set it off. It could be set off in Europe. It could be set off in Asia. It could be set off in the Middle East, or even Africa.
God,
they battle.
Africa gonna get up in this thing.
Cap, the European countries is battling Africa for resources like you wouldn't believe.
What?
Man, they getting on down there.
Damn, I know Ethiopia gonna get up in it before it's over. You know what I'm saying? Who else? What African countries?
It's an African country. Burkina Faso. I forgot what country that is.
Okay,
but they a major part in it right now. It seems like they gonna kick some off. Man, Cap, it's just a powder keg. Any spark could ignite World War III.
Damn right. Well, get the Lord a hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, people might ask why we giving the Lord a hand, because according to biblical prophecy, when you see the Third World War happening, it means our King is due to return. According to the Bible, Jesus Christ is going to return in the midst of the Third World War. Now, why is that essential for Black Hispanics? During that time when Christ returned, before he decapitate all these countries, you know what I'm saying, that's going to war, he going to save Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know it seems far-fetched. You know what I mean? I know it seems like the craziest thing that the people who are the most downtrodden are going to get saved by Jesus Christ. Or is it? Think about it. We'll see. We're on one. Please play whatever you
Make sure y'all go to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe for number one. Y'all supporting all Black owned businesses, UPK businesses, you understand? And get popping. Yeah, that was a little insert for the Black Party. You got more?
That's all we can have right now. All right, was that it? That was everything. Hey man, get it. Everybody, get yourselves in here. Man, this has been one hell of a show. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're gonna be right back on Sunday for our breakfast special. You know what I'm saying? Sunday at 11 a.m. We're gonna be getting it in. You know what I mean? Breakfast joint. We're gonna bring in Officer Kazak Ahmad. We're gonna be going over different stories like Officer Yaradan was mentioning. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, Lamont, you got any announcements?
Come on, there's a few. So make sure to go like, follow, share, subscribe to all Round Table of Truth social medias. You understand? If you have a donation, make sure to go hit the the chat, throw a donation in. All the funds that get put in will definitely go to more helping Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Make sure to, if you want to in the Chicagoland area, make it to our camp. In the same, like we said, we're at 435 Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60611. We'll be out there from 1 p.m. until, cutting the devil to pieces, and as well as edifying the Black, Hispanic, Native communities. Don't forget, of course, I don't want to, skip over North Carolina. They cookout coming up July 3rd through 6th. You understand? But also, Chicago itself will be having the Midwest Fire Weekend. I believe this is what, the 7th?
August.
No. I mean, this is the 7th annual.
7th annual.
The 7th annual Midwest Fire Weekend. We will be here in Chicago, Illinois itself. You understand the dates? Not the dates, but the location will be announced at a later time. But the dates will be from July 31st through August 3rd.
That's right.
You understand? And then we'll keep shouting out all the other camps, zones, and their times for the cookouts at a later date.
That's right. So that's it, man. Get a brother a hand, man. I want to get my host, Officer Mawaqad, get my hand. Officer Yaradan, please plug what you need to plug before we get out of here.
Yeah, if you're looking for any gear, ISUPK gear, you can go to diversitymall.com. Sir.
Man, that's right. Come get this fly gear we got, man. Come get this joint. You know what I'm saying? America is Nazi Germany 2.0. You know what I'm saying? It's a powerful shirt. It's gonna make white people look at you sideways. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't no coward, you about a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has a hell of a meaning because America is Nazi Germany 2.0.
That's right.
2.0 meaning this is Nazi Germany on a level like something you could not believe. And I just real quick, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people, because of the religion of Christianity, you are totally unaware of the racist place that you live. And not only are you totally unaware, you are totally unprepared for white supremacy is ready to do to you on the drop of a dime.
That's right.
The UPK trying to prepare you. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Officer Yaradan and the whole shirt. Come get you one, man. Come get you one of these joints. You know what I mean? Also, I'm gonna give it up to Officer Iowa Lum. Let everybody know to give it up. You know what I'm saying? When the next war report going to be?
Sir. Next war report will be the last Thursday of next month. Make sure y'all tune in a segment of the Roundtable of Truth. Myself and Officer Karyash.
What killed me, you would turn in to some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? With people talking about absolutely nothing. This brother then started a podcast, the War Report, that lets you know what's going on in the Third World War, which is important to your very livelihood. You won't tune into that, but you'll turn on Lil Boosie though. You know what I'm saying? Hear him, you know what I'm saying, crack some jokes and all that. You'll turn on some bullshit. You turn on sports and all that. All them things is cool. I ain't hating on none of that. But the War Report is more important.
Damn right.
You understand? Tune in to the goddamn War Report. I will
if I could, sir. And most of our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, are just totally oblivious to the conflicts that's going on around the world and how it's going to affect their everyday life.
Yeah, that's it.
The information we put out is definitely imperative.
Yeah.
Damn right.
I think most people know that the Third World War is coming, but they was like anybody. It's like if you see something going on outside your house, just pull a blind down, right, to try to escape from it. Here's the problem. Them bullets still might come through that window. You see what I'm saying? And even though you're trying to pull that curtain down on the Third World War, it ain't gonna stop it from happening.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Which means terrorism is coming to America. Race wars is coming to America. Famine is coming to America. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's plagues is coming. The Lord gonna plague America the same way he plagued ancient Egypt.
That's right.
Until he finally destroyed this place. America is no different. Somebody has to pay for the crimes that have been done to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And I hate to tell you, but the white people who live in the day, the children of the ancestors who done these crimes and continue to do, the children of the ancestors, according to the Bible, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21, the children who inherited, you know what I'm saying, the riches from their ancestors, inherited America from their ancestors, according to the Bible, God is gonna make them pay. They're gonna pay for what they according to their Bible. they're gonna pay for what they fathers.
Damn right.
I will also give it up, you understand, the officer Kazaiwan, give him a hand. You understand?
If I could,
come on, Priest.
I appreciate being able to sit in the seat of my eye while, in his absence. Of course, it's always a pleasure to be able to sit at the round table of truth with you, Cap. And we pray for the brother's safe return. When he comes back, he'll be right back on the show. So
that's it. Damn right. I want to also give it up to our technical team over there. You know what I'm saying? The brothers work, man. Listen, man, give a double clap to the goddamn technical team. Officer Ramawan, man. Listen, this brother works extra hard because I'm calling him 3-4 times a day. What he does during the week. They could be on the truck, drive. What's up, Cap? You know what I'm saying? I need you to do this. I ain't no sweat. I'll just handle it. I'm gonna pull up over this rep stop. They can work in triple overtime, man.
Damn right.
He got a rib. Big shout out to his rib, Shana. You understand? Get it right. But this brother works so goddamn hard. The rest of you sisters, give him some. You know what I'm saying? Get it right. God damn it. Yeah, this is that weird game. And this brother here, you definitely got to give him some.
Oh yeah.
The next brother I'm about to mention.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
He's an alumni now.
Yeah, alumni.
Hebrew Academy
graduate. The brother growing out his fro. You understand? Fro powerful than them all. None other than my nigga, man, Raj Karab. Hey, man, listen. We worked the shit out of Raj Karab. Make no mistake. When you see this nigga, no, this nigga's getting about 1,500 orders out. Man, most high Christ. Listen, man, I am Captain Mawaqad, under Commander General Hunter. We'll see you Sunday morning right here on the Round Table of Truth. Shalom.
Shout out to Yaradon out in Chicago with these badass sweatshirts. I look good as shit in it. God damn it. Y'all should go get one. These badass sweat hoods. UBK Nigga University.
Hoodie season. Used to pick a switch before I took a beat. Now if we get the stick, it ain't what you thinking. Just feel like hoodie season. It's hard on my sleeve coat.
Don't miss out on the opportunity for a quality leather jacket. Yatazar Pale X Diverse City is introducing their Real Nigga University Letterman jacket. Don't be the only one without one. Order yours today. www.diversitymall.com. Oh yeah, and they take Afterpay. So get yours today.
But now check it out. You got the 1969 on that side. Look at that One West emblem on that side right there. Look at that. That's real ice drip. Like that's real leather dripping. You got the back. And then, if anybody ever questioned us putting nigga on the jacket, you got Acts 13:1 engraved right here on the front.